That's You Haven't the Right by the Catalina, a song written by my good friend Tommy Plyler, who passed away last Monday. We'll let you know that the family will receive friends tomorrow from 3:30 to 4 at the Bunch Johnson Funeral Home. That's in Statesville. A celebration of life will begin at 4 o'clock at the Westmoreland Chapel at the funeral home. Following the service, families asking those in attendance to join them for light refreshments and to continue to share stories and memories of Tommy. Mr. Tommy Plyler passed away at the age of 73. Wrote this song, You Haven't the Right, the only song that Catalina's released nationally. So we wanted to do that in honor of Tommy. All right, we're going to take us a short break, and we'll be back with the last 2016 CBMA Song of the Year right after this.
It's the Christmas layaway sale going on now at MS Power Sports in Gastonia. Hi, I'm Calvin Hastings, and I would invite you to join the boss as we broadcast live this Saturday, October 28th, during the Christmas layaway sale at MS Power Sports in Gastonia. We'll be there from 10 a.m. till 2 p.m. We'll have free Subway sandwiches from Subway in Belmont. Register to win some great prizes, including Southern Christmas Show tickets, free rounds of golf, a $25 gift card to the Scoreboard Shop in Gastonia, and a $25 gift card to the Homestead Restaurant in Lincoln. Also, Boss T-shirts and more. And check out the great deals on bikes, ATVs, and side-by-sides with name brands like Suzuki, Kawasaki, and Honda. And now through October 31st, get a free gun rack with the purchase of a new ATV. And Tourmaster jackets are 20% off. So plan now to be there this Saturday, October 28th, during the Christmas layaway sale at MS Power Sports, 4804 Wilkinson Boulevard, Gastonia. Online at mscycles.com.
For one day only, Monday, October 30th, stop by your local Sears hometown store in Shelby with America's appliance experts at 1665 East Dixon Boulevard in Shelby for Customer Appreciation Day. Sears is saying thank you for being a loyal customer by giving you an extra 10% off almost everything. Monday only at your local Sears hometown store with America's appliance experts at 1665 East Dixon Boulevard in Shelby. Exclusions apply. See store for details.
Campers Inn in Kings Mountain presents our second annual holiday bike drive. Camping out for kids, December 8th, 9th, and 10th. Campers Inn has partnered with the Kings Mountain Police Department to collect new bikes for the children in our community. They are hoping to collect from 150 to 200 new bikes, from toddlers to teens, and they do all the work. Just bring your unassembled bike and they'll put it together for you. You can help make Christmas brighter for a child this year. Plan now to participate in the second annual Camping Out for Kids Holiday Bike Drive, December 8th, 9th, and 10th at Campers Inn, Highway 161 South at I-85 in Kings Mountain.
All right, back on The Boss, your Beach Origin Sports Station with the original Saturday Morning Sea Cruise, closing out the show with the 2016 Song of the Year from the CBMAs. We'll remind you once again, CBMAs starting November the 8th on Wednesday. And the show is on November the 12th at the Alabama Theater. You can still get tickets. You can get them online at www.cami.org, or you can go to the Alabama Theater website and get them from there as well. 2016 Song of the Year, once again, Too Much Sylvia, with a song written, well, actually put together by Rick Lee. Compilation of several songs. This is Melodies and Memories 2016. CBMA Song of the Year.
next to mine. Won't you kiss me once, baby? Just a kiss goodnight, maybe. You and I will fall in love. You are my special angel, sent from up above. The Lord smiled down on me and sent an angel to love. The smile from your lips brings the summer sunshine. The tears from your eyes bring the rain. I feel your touch, your warm embrace, and I'm in heaven again. You are my special angel through eternity. I'll have my special angel here to watch over.
Too Much Sylvia with 2016 CBMA Song of the Year, Melodies and Memories. And that closes out the show for us today. Hey, thanks everyone for listening. Want to remind everyone that, man, I'll be over to Shelby Shagger's Halloween party tonight, starting at 7 o'clock over at the American Legion in Kings Mountain. So we want to invite you to that. And hey, we'll see you next Saturday right here on The Boss and the original Saturday Morning Sea Cruise. Everybody have a great day.
My, let me tell you, mister.
NASCAR's America's Tailgate Party, Friday mornings at 10 a.m. from the Motor Racing Network and right here at Big O Country, WCSL, Cherryville, Gastonia. It's the Christmas layaway sale going on now at MS Power Sports in Gastonia. I'm Calvin Hastings, and I want to invite you to join the boss as we broadcast live this Saturday, October 28th, during the Christmas layaway sale at MS Power Sports in Gastonia. We'll be there from 10 a.m. till 2 p.m. We'll have free Subway sandwiches from Subway in Belmont. Register to win some great prizes, including Southern Christmas Show tickets, free rounds of golf, a $25 gift card to the Scoreboard Shop in Gastonia, and a $25 gift card to the Homestead Restaurant in Lincoln. Also, Boss T-shirts and more. And check out the great deals on bikes, ATVs, and side-by-sides with name brands like Suzuki, Kawasaki, and Honda. And now through October 31st, get a free gun rack with the purchase of a new ATV. And Tourmaster jackets are 20% off. So plan now to be there this Saturday, October 28th, during the Christmas layaway sale at MS Power Sports, 4804 Wilkinson Boulevard, Gastonia. Online at mscycles.com.
There is nowhere for Bell to go.
The NASCAR Camping World Truck Series playoffs.
Oh, man, he got slammed at the exit of turn number 2.
Race 4 and the final 6 will bang fenders in Martinsville.
And now Christopher Bell, he wants out of that deal. He gives a real shot in the back bumper to Austin Cindric.
The Texas Roadhouse 200, presented by Alpha Energy Solutions.
Cindric spins up off of turn number 2.
Saturday at 12:30 on the Motor Racing Network.
The Texas Roadhouse 200 NASCAR Camping World Series truck race Race from Martinsville, Virginia. Saturday, October 28th at 12:30 on Big O Country, 1590 AM WCSL, and online at KTCBroadcasting.com.
The Renaissance Festival is back. Once Upon a Time is now. Saturdays and Sundays, September 30th through November 19th. Presented by Harris Teeter and Pepsi. 12 stages of nonstop entertainment.
Because it is just so much fun for everybody in the family. It doesn't matter what age you are.
A medieval amusement park, comedy, daredevil antics, and giant roasted turkey legs.
We love the Renaissance Festival.
Jousting nights, men in tights, shopping, music, dance, incredible value, and delicious foods.
We love to come and eat our way through the festival. Amazing things to eat, the turkey legs and the crepes and everything else. It's a highlight of our trip every year.
The Renaissance Festival is back. Discount tickets at Harris Teeter or renfestinfo.com.
Come to the Renaissance Festival.
This is the voice of the Blue Devils, David Shoemate, inviting you to join us for the 2017 edition of Duke Blue Devils football. We'll bring you all the action all season long, including in-depth analysis and exclusive access to players and coaches before the opening kick and after the final whistle. This is your exclusive source for Duke football.
Duke, North Carolina, and Clemson football right here on the Boss and Big O Country, your beach oldies and sports stations.
Kids Bowl free at George Pappas Liberty Lanes in Gastonia. Go to the website kidsbowlfree.com/GP Liberty and register. Those children registered receive certificates to bowl 2 free games each day through the whole summer. Kids Bowl free all summer long at George Pappas Liberty Lanes, located on 2501 South York Road in Gastonia. For more information, call 704-868-2695.
Now, for a limited time, Hendrick Appliance and Mattress Center in Shelby presents the I'll Take All the Help I Can Get sale. Save up to 30% on select GE appliances with time-saving features. Save over $650 on a GE 30-inch slide-in front control electric convection range. Save over $100 on a GE stainless steel interior dishwasher with hidden controls. It's all good things for life during the I'll Take All the Help I Can Get sale at Hendrick Appliance and Mattress Center, 1241 East Dixon Boulevard, Shelby.
Check. Good morning, everybody. We're going to get to Tommy's and my Browns in a minute. Terry has to remind us that he has to remind us that he can count, doesn't he, Tom?
Yeah, he can. He counts real well. Let me put my
he can count to 7. As far as we know, he can count to is all I know.
I'm still learning.
I hadn't been here in a while. I forgot to put my earphones on.
Well, Terry, he told me if he comes in, you say any junk about the Browns, he's walking out.
Walking out.
He's leaving. He's done.
Done said I'm leaving.
Welcome, everybody, to Campers Inn of Kings Mountain Sports Talk. I got a Jedi to board. Happy Halloween. JP in the house. He came in for Terry. Gonna scare him up a little bit.
I'm always. Well, Star Wars is. I'm not even going to go there.
I didn't see a
now.
lightsaber. He might be a Jawa, or he might be. I was about to say he might be a Sand People or something in there. Let's what he look Tunks.
JP, you kind of scare me, man. I'd hate to walk in your house.
Yeah, to be honest, I would scare you if you walked in. Whole room, nothing but superheroes.
Nothing but superheroes in his room, Terry. He'll get you whooped up in there. Good morning, everybody. Happy Halloween. Actually, this morning, today's my birthday, so 35 years around the sun. It's been hot. It's been cold. And it's been a ride, Tom. It's been
still a young man.
Yeah, that's what I say.
Speaking of being a young man, I got an invite the other day for an alumni basketball game. No, probably not gonna make that one, boys. I'm a little too old for that one. I may, and I'm gonna give them 5 minutes. And my only request is I want people on the floor that can dunk because I'm throwing oops off the backboard and from every corner in the court. So I want to throw it to somebody. I don't want to go out there and just pass it to somebody else. If everybody else on my team can't dunk and they can just shoot, I'm going to dribble down like Steph Curry and pull from me just inside half court.
Just get you some Icy Hot and some Copper Fit.
Is that all I need?
That's all you need.
Well, if that's all they need, why don't the Packers call Brett Favre? Will Boykins give us a call this morning. Hey, the commercials say he's never felt better than he has
felt better.
Never felt better. I mean, we'll put the Copper Fit on Green Bay, make the call. I don't know if Brett Hundley's going to get it done. I sent out some texts this Sunday when Hundley was winning, beating the Saints, telling everybody, time to cut Aaron Rodgers now, Tom, since that's what they did last year when a quarterback broke his clavicle on an illegal tackle.
That game was in Green Bay too, wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
I mean, in the Saints, you just can't ever
real.
predict them, though. I mean, they're unpredictable. So I've been listening to a lot now. They've got the football on the radio, so I listen to different games, trying to pick up a few tips and things of how to call a game correctly. But I was listening to that game for a little bit, and I was surprised. I mean, look at the Saints, because when they got rid of Peterson, I was like, well, they got probably they traded him out to Arizona, and I said like, maybe they're done. But then they've done pretty well.
I want to tell you something, Tom. We Smoke kind of went back last night, and I'm gonna blame it on Smoke, but we went back last night. That's right, he's gone. So
Tom's in the house today.
But he kind of went back last night and was kind of listening to the different calls from the interception where the guy runs 73 yards back for
between you and Andy,
and all of a sudden it was Tom, and the pass is out. Oh, it's picked off. Well, I mean, it was just so okay.
It's picked off.
Between the Browns and the Bulldogs, Tom, the Dogs are having a tough year in football.
Yeah, but I'm not going to sit here and say, and it's picked off. Go Chargers.
But on the other end, they was doing that. The Fosters, it was all into it.
Yeah, they have a totally different view. But that's what people got to understand as far as the broadcast go, guys. We have a Crest team and a Burns team and a Shelby team over in Cleveland County, so when the teams play each other, you can listen to either one. Enjoy either one of the broadcasts to listen to them, and all you guys did a good job up there. Our whole crew, I guess, about 6, 7, 8 of us up there. Yeah. And want to thank everybody though, Tom, over at Burns for allowing us to do what we do over there.
Oh yeah,
tell Trent he worked hard last night. I guess.
Oh yeah,
I guess he did.
We got the camera working. It froze at first, and then we got it working, which was good, and then. It's been really smooth. We do have inline internet over there at Burns, is why it really looks good over there. And then some people at home put it on their big screen TV. Yep. And
we watch it on the PlayStation at our house.
Yeah.
So if you've got a PlayStation, an Apple TV, a Roku, any of these TV streaming devices, Xbox, you can actually watch the games there on your big screen.
And it sounded really good. From the clip, I know Adam Wilkinson asked me to recognize his grandfather. He's taken him to the games. He's a cancer victim. And he filmed it, and I listened to it. And I said, man, that sounds pretty good. I mean, I didn't sound pretty good, but the broadcast did. So it really is, for what you get. I mean, it's a pretty good way to watch the ball game on Friday night if you can't make it to the game.
For Tom, you said you was watching some other announcers taking some tips on how to call a ball game, and he was talking about how you're doing and stuff, or how you sound. If you want to know, just go to our YouTube. Just go to the YouTube comments, Tom, and the viewers will tell you how bad a job you're doing.
Buddy.
I mean, 99% of the comments are negative. And then then you got the few people thanking you for doing the ball game.
Appreciate that.
But you know how the internet works.
Yeah, I know.
Welcome to the internet.
Well, you said I hadn't been getting as many negatives this year.
So. Y'all got a pretty good one last week. It made me laugh.
About Matt.
Well, he didn't say Matt. Yeah. So we're saying it was
But
Tom.
when I asked Matthew said, yeah, they talking about me. So,
hey,
we do our best.
I told Anna she was the redneck in the room.
Yeah, probably. That's who it was.
She's the chicken farmer from Shelby.
But yeah. Anyway, I think that Burns does have some young players. If they'll come back and they'll keep, if they'll keep together. And sometimes you lose guys. A lot of kids have decided not to be part of the program and because they've been down. But I mean, that's just the way kids are these days, and they're just fair weather kids, and you don't really want them on your football team anyway, because if you're going to be with us when we're winning, but we're going to run and lose, run and hide when we're losing. I mean, that's not really what you build a football team out of. But the guys that have stayed are I think, have a lot of talent and a lot of perseverance. And if they come back as juniors next year, the Sweezy kid, when he came in, he looked really really good for his age. You know, he's only a freshman. He threw the one nice deep pass to Pryor. So if they can keep him working and motivated, and those other guys in the program, I think they'll be all right down the road.
Well, Tom, I want to thank you guys for everything you guys did. We're up against our first break here. We want to go ahead and give the scores and everything from last night before we get into anything else anymore. And then we got to get out of here for a break. But last night we had broadcast at Burns, Shelby, two really good games over there in Lincoln County, Terry.
Yeah.
What was 174 points between the two games, and the Cherryville Ironman last night winning at home, of course, getting closer and better steps towards the playoffs. And we'll talk a little bit more about that in a little bit. Talk with Coach Pruitt maybe if he calls in. And Terry, go ahead and give the scores, and we're going to take our first break.
All right. In the Southern Piedmont 1A, Bessemer City, no trouble with Community School of Davison, 60-15. Bessemer City goes to 9-1 and 5-1 in the conference. Cherryville wins over Pine Lake Prep, 27-7. It was Union Academy 42, Highland Tech 12, and Thomas Jefferson beats Mountain Island Charter 34-16. It takes a strong hold on first place with a 10-0 and 6-0 mark in the conference.
It was back.
In the South Fork Athletic 2A, it was East Lincoln 42, West Lincoln 35. West Lincoln led 28-7, and East Lincoln comes back again about the same way they did against North Lincoln. Comes back in the second half, but they win this one in overtime, 42-35 over West Lincoln. Lincoln then beats North Lincoln 56-41. It was Bandy's over Lake Norman Charter 42-16, and Maiden scores on a 3rd and 28 to defeat Newton Conover 30-27. Maiden 10-0 and 6-0 in the conference. In the Southwestern Athletic 2A, it was RS Central 28, East Gaston 22. Shelby had a rough start with East Rutherford, but he pulled away in the second half to win 28-7. South Point beats Chase 55-0. South Point goes to 10-0 and 4-0. In the Northwestern Foothills 2A, it was Patton 63, Bunker Hill 20. It was Fred T. Ford over East Burke 49-6. High Brighton over West Iredale 48-0. High Brighton goes to 10-0 and 5-0 in the conference. In the Big South 3A, it was Ashbrook 48, North Gaston 40. Crest over Burns 56-8. It was Kings Mountain 63, Forest View 7, and Stuart Kramer beats Hunter Huss 21-14 in overtime. In the Northwestern 3A 4A, it was Hickory pulling off a win over undefeated Alexander Central 38-28. Watauga beats Freedom 42-0. St. Stephen's over South Caldwell 61-7, and McDowell pulls into a tie with South Caldwell for first place in the 4A in that bracket. But McDowell 21, West Caldwell 14 in overtime. All comes to the last week of which one of these teams will make the playoffs. Either South Caldwell at 1-9 or McDowell at 2-8, and
they're going to get a home game.
They probably will. Conference champions.
Wow. We'll talk about that in a few minutes. Sure, Tommy loves that one. That was the Mitchem's Kitchen Breakfast Menu scorecard there from Terry from last night. Stop by Mitchem's Kitchen. Breakfast is served Sunday through Saturday, 7 a.m., 10:30 a.m. They got breakfast plates, pancakes, omelets, biscuits, sandwiches. Terry, we're about to tear into ours this morning. I know JP's already ate his. Tom's took care of his. Me and Terry, we got here first. We ain't even ate our biscuits yet, have we, Terry? We got to do. Some people get here and do work. Tom, the football coach. I know you guys played soccer. If you ain't 15 minutes early, you late.
That's right. Absolutely.
Okay, I just want to make sure.
Absolutely.
I don't think whoever you're talking to. I mean, even when we're coaching basketball, I always expected, even I'm going to go all the way to Optimus when I helped in that area, 30 minutes before time.
Yeah.
Don't come walking in at 3 minutes before game time.
Yeah. You know that Don Shula, one time a guy tried to sneak into practice because he was late and climbed a fence. Shula caught him, wouldn't let him go out the gate, made him climb back over the fence.
Over the fence to come back in.
That's
exactly
awesome.
Right.
I love it. I love it. It's great.
All right, guys, give Mitchem's Kitchen a call today, 704-276-1155. JP, it's time to take a break here on KTC Broadcasting. We'll be back in just a few minutes. Talk more sports on the Campers Inn of Kings Mountain Sports Talk Show.
3 wide down the front straightaway, beating and banging on one another.
The Monster Energy NASCAR Cup Series playoffs.
How aggressive does Brad want to be, knowing that Kyle can return that favor?
Race 7 and the final 8 will mix it up in Martinsville.
You don't want to move them because Kyle will do the same thing to you.
The first date of 500.
They are dead even right now.
Sunday at 2 on the Motor Racing Network.
The first date of 500 Monster Energy NASCAR Cup Series race from Martinsville Speedway. Sunday afternoon at 2 o'clock on Big O Country, 1590 AM WCSL, and online at KTCBroadcasting.com.
Cakes and cookies, toys and gifts, Christmas at your fingertips.
It's the shopping event of the season, the Southern Christmas Show, November 9th through 19th at the Park Expo and Conference Center. Join us to celebrate the show's silver and gold 50th anniversary and shop hundreds of booths to find one-of-a-kind gifts for everyone on your list. Buy tickets online and save at SouthernChristmasShow.com.
Let's go to the Southern Christmas Show.
Today, more and more people are shopping and getting their information online. Here at KTC Broadcasting, we're making our websites easier for you to find out what you're looking for. At KTCBroadcasting.com, you can listen to all 3 of our radio stations, plus watch live video of high school sports, American Legion Baseball, Christmas parades, and other special events. At WhatsUpShopper.com, you'll find all kinds of deals from our local merchants. Shop our eBay store, plus swap shop items, along with community and church events and our local news. And at LincolnCounty.com, you'll find all the information you need concerning Lincoln County. From local businesses to government to school information, even today's local weather forecast. So click on and enjoy. That's KTCBroadcasting.com, the WhatsUpShopper.com, and LincolnCounty.com. The future is today.
Brian Reese of North Lincoln High School is this month's McDonald's KTC Broadcasting What's Up Shopper Scholar Athlete of the Month. Brian is the son of John and Dawn Reese and is a junior at North Lincoln High School. Brian is the #1 runner for the North Lincoln cross country team and also runs indoor and outdoor track. Brian has an A grade point average of 4.3438, and his advanced courses include AP Government and Politics, AP History, and AP Calculus. Extracurricular activities include member of the Beta Club, Habitat for Humanity, and the Fellowship of Christian Athletes. Brian is a member of the Denver United Methodist Church and is involved in mission trips, the youth group, and Sunday school. He also helps with Vacation Bible School and the North Lincoln Track Clinic. After graduation, Brian would like a career as a physical therapist or go into business. The McDonald's KTC Broadcasting What's Up Shopper Scholar Athlete Award is to recognize a student athlete not only for accomplishments in athletics, but also overall achievements in the classroom and for overall school and community citizenship.
It's Rib Night Friday and Saturday nights at the Parkway House in Cherryville. Get a half rack of twin-sided ribs for just $9.95. Get a full rack of twin-sided ribs for just $13.95. And remember the Parkway House in Cherryville for breakfast and lunch 7 days a week. Again, it's Rib Night Friday and Saturday nights at the Parkway House, Highway 150 East in Cherryville.
There's no one like you, and this fall, Pandora Jewelry is opening up all kinds of possibilities to show that to the world with a new open bangle, beautifully crafted from sterling silver with new interchangeable end caps. You can mix, match, and even have the freedom to customize like never before. Shop the new open bangle from Pandora Jewelry now, and do see the wonderful Pandora Jewelry, available at Facet Foundry Jewelry Studios, 530 South New Hope Road, Gastonia, online at FacetFoundryJewelry.com.
All right, we back now. JP couldn't find a play button on his music button. I don't think. Welcome back. Saturday morning, Campers in Sports Talk. You're watching live on YouTube, folks. Everybody, hello. You're watching us. Me and Terry enjoy our Mitchem's Kitchen biscuits. I got egg and cheese over here getting all choked up on it. Terry, what you eating over here?
Oh, I got liver mush, egg, and cheese on a biscuit, and it is fantastic.
Yes, it is.
And I got the classic bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit.
JP, what'd you have? Bacon, egg, and cheese?
No, country ham and cheese.
Country ham and cheese.
I prefer sausage, but hey.
Well, he's got to let me know.
Oh, okay.
Well, I don't have your number, Terry. I don't know how to let you know.
You got that Combat Lifesaver thing on you. It should automatically pull it up.
Only so many people have Terry's number. Unfortunately,
nobody's got
unfortunately he has mine on Sunday.
I can believe that.
Unfortunately,
you should have a blocker on what days you can block. Like, say, Terry, he's cool Monday. No, not cool Monday.
No.
We want Terry on Wednesday, Thursday, and maybe can't talk to him Friday. Just depends who plays Thursday.
Yeah.
What day? If it's baseball season, I don't want Terry's number. Just trying to figure out when I don't want to talk to Terry. All right, speaking of talking to somebody, head coach Tim Pruitt on the line. Cherryville last night, big time winner, 27-7. Congratulations, Coach Pruitt, on the victory. Feeling good this Saturday morning, beautiful morning, and thanks for giving us a call, Coach.
You're welcome. Thanks for having me on. Sounds like y'all got a little perk there with the eating. It seems like y'all got Mitchem's going on, and then you got Max Grill going on in the afternoons, and Daniel Malcolm got Pats going on before the game. So I think I need to come over there and see y'all. That honey bun and chocolate milk I just had wasn't as good as what y'all had.
Coach, you eat well in this business. You eat well. That's the way it is.
Hey, we starve Monday, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays around here.
You save up. I got you.
Well, thanks for calling us, Coach. Tell us a little bit about that big win last night here in Cherryville.
Oh yeah, we probably played as good a first half as we played in a long time. It was nice to have a couple people back, and our kids really executed the game plan well. And Pine Lake had a player who got injured, and he's one of their better players, and I hope that young man's okay. But with him out of the game, then we was able to kind of take advantage of a few things. But we hit a couple big plays. We had a one-play drive. Jason Pitts came back and put him back there at halfback, and he ran the isolation and cut it back against the grain for about a 50-yard run. And then the next series, we were able to find Nathan Jeffers on a tight end hot, which went for about 80 yards. I hadn't really looked at the statistic on that yet, but he did a good job with that. And part of that process was earlier in the game, we hit Quay Florine with a couple passes, and the free safety cheated to Quay and left Nathan wide open. So our defense really stepped up. I mean, going in fourth quarter, I think in the first half they had 2 first downs, and then in the fourth quarter we had subbed a little bit. That time of year you got kids who are up from the JVs, and you got kids who've been standing there on the sidelines watching throughout the season, and it was time to get those guys in the game, and they was able to put a drive together. But I thought our kids continued to play hard, and we were really sound in the kicking game last night. So overall, it was a really good effort by our team, and we're going to need another one this Friday with the big game with Vesper City coming up.
Well, Coach, in you guys' conference, well, let's talk this before we talk anything else. How is your playoff picture looking? Is what we wanted to get to. Really sitting there, Terry. Move your hand just a second. Sitting there right now, 4-6, 1-5 in the conference.
Well, I don't know.
That's what we said last night. We don't know either.
I don't know how the state's doing certain things with the max prep stuff. I'm a little frustrated. One of my coaches become an administrator on max prep, so my name might show up on max prep at some point here, but I'm not too concerned about that. But with that said, going into last night's game, we were the 47th team in the playoffs based upon how many wins you have and then what your max preps ranking is. So there were 4 teams with 42 wins in our state. 42 teams with 4 wins in 1A. And, of course, we added our name to that list last night. So I do not think that 48 teams are going to get to 4 wins. There's a good chance that a 3-win team's going to get in, whoever the highest max preps ranked team is. So I think we're solidly in the playoffs right now. But with that said, we still got work to do, and if we can take care of one more win, then we don't have to worry about that.
Well, Coach, my question for you, and you know this as much as we do, when you're in a conference and it's split conference and there's only 2 teams, and I'm just going to throw the conference out there where South Caldwell and McDowell is in that conference, and if it was like in y'all's conference, but if there's only 2 teams and they're both at the bottom, one of them's going to get a bid, and one of them's only going to have like 1 or 2 wins. How do you look at stuff like that?
Well, when I was at Watauga, it was just us and South Caldwell, so I know exactly what you're talking about. We could have went 1-10 and got a number 1 seed, So, but we didn't.
Wow.
I mean, that did. but it could happen.
Well, that's what we were just talking about now with South Call.
So, it is what it is. That's why the states try to get away from split conferences, but in some parts of the state, that's just not possible. Down east, there's more split conferences than the west because of logistics and travel and things of that nature. But it's just the nature of the situation. Of course, McDowell had a big win last night.
Yes, they did.
I think they played all well, I heard. And, man, impressive how Watauga took care of Freedom last night. So, really proud of those guys. A lot of guys on that staff work for me, so congratulations to them. But with that said, it's our system, and you just got to go with the system. You just got to worry about what you do, put blinders on, and get yourself prepared every week the best you can and go out and play a football game, whoever you play. So last night we were happy to get by a charter school. We hadn't beat a charter school this year. We were 3-2 against public schools and 0-3 against charters. So we got by a charter school last night, and that helps us. So we still had work to do, and the games in the past, hopefully we learn from them and we get better from them and get better for this next one.
Well, Coach, speaking of the next, Terry, you got another question about what we just talked about before we talk about that next one?
Yeah, the only other thing I was going to ask you, and I know when you get into your conferences and stuff, don't your conference have a lot to do with how your ratings are and how they're going to pick you? What if somebody below you has more wins?
Yeah, the thing that I look at, like we had five teams ahead of us in the seeding on 3 wins, but we're the 17th ranked strength of schedule in the state. How in the world can 5 teams whose strength of schedule is not better than ours be ranked ahead of us? I mean, I think strength of schedule's got to be important to that, because when we played non-conference, we didn't play 4 teams that we knew we were going to beat.
I agree.
We beat the two 2A teams on our non-conference schedule, and of course we lost to West Lincoln. But see, things like West Lincoln losing a close game to East Lincoln. If West Lincoln wins that game, guess what that does to our Max Preps ranking? It makes it better. So my ranking, my seeding is going to be based upon what some teams who may not even get in the playoffs, some teams who have injuries, some teams who have players who are no longer with the team when they beat you. I mean, there's a lot of things that can go into factor in someone's season, and I just don't think all these other probabilities and things of that nature matter to high school sports. I think it's what you do on the field. And, hey, if we got to flip a couple coins to determine a tiebreaker, so be it. But it's the system, and I can't change it. So we're going to play Bessemer City next Friday, and we're going to hope our name gets called next Saturday, and then we're going to go get on a bus probably and go play a playoff game, which, with the system and getting buys, we're going to go play somebody that we're going to be really competitive against. And that's going to be exciting for our community, and that's going to be exciting for our team and hopefully our school, and hopefully we'll be playing in the second round. But all that don't matter if we don't get better as the weeks go on, and I think we did something like that this week, and we'll look forward to doing it again next week.
Well, Coach, let's going into next week. Of course, is the biggest little football rivalry in the country, Cherryville and Bessemer City, and there's a lot of not even familiarity as far as the rivalry and everything goes from over the years and everything. There's so much I can't even say it this morning. Familiarity. That biscuit's got me. I got so much biscuit in my mouth I can't say familiarity.
What was in that biscuit?
I guess a lot of biscuit. But anyway, between the two teams now, with you yourself and Coach Fox and everybody switching sides here in the past few years, you talk a little bit about that. You guys already played this year. I mean, this is a different game than all that the rest of the games you've really played this year.
Yeah, it's been 11 weeks, counting the open week, since we played them, and a lot of water's passed under the bridge, so to speak. And obviously they had a great winning streak, and that winning streak ended. But I hadn't got to see their film last night, but I saw how hard they played in the game with Thomas Jefferson, and that they got a really solid football team. They got a lot of great kids who play hard. And they do a great job with their kids. Larry's an excellent head coach, and having a former head coach on your staff makes you a better coach too. And Brian Nichols is one of the best defensive coaches out there. So it's just going to be a game where they know us and we know them, and some things will be different from the first game. We have a couple people available, and their quarterback's been injured, and it'll be interesting to see if he gets to play. But he's an important part of the football team. So the teams are going to line up, and we're going to play hard, and hopefully we're going to play with a lot of sportsmanship and stay safe out there, and hopefully not beat each other too much up for the playoffs. But it's going to be an exciting football game, and I watched a little bit of their Thomas Jefferson film right before I left the house, and a bunch of big plays. They hit a couple of big plays. Thomas Jefferson hit a couple of big plays, and then there was a few turnovers here and there. I mean, they could be undefeated, looking at staring themselves, looking at the conference championship. But Thomas Jefferson locked that up last night with a big win over Mountain Island. Congratulations to them. And Bessemer looks like they've locked up second place, or at least a tie. But we'll hopefully make it a tie if we can win. But with that said, we just got to go out and play our game, which recently has been ball control, physical football, and that's something they like to play. So it'll be a test of will, so to speak.
Well, Coach, I know when you're going into that game next week, a lot of people always get on me because some of them say I don't know what a rivalry is. But that game next week, and I think it's like 33-31 all time or something like that. And
they've been getting advanced over the last couple of games. We've got to get it back to about tied up again. That's on me.
But I mean, to me, that's a rivalry when it's real close and one team can win, or you never know. And I'm with that. But I hope next week is good for you. I know Coach Boone, he's wanting the best for his team too. But when I look at things like that, that is a rivalry.
Oh, it is. It is every year. No matter what the records are or how one team's doing, and that's the thing about our schools. One year, one of us is up a little bit. One year, one of us is down a little bit. It kind of fluctuates. And of course, they've had a great run with some great kids over there, and they're doing a great job, like I said. So we're going to hope to go over and be more competitive than we were the first game of the year. But, the first game of the year, we had a couple drives that stalled out in the first half. We thought we could put points on the board, and we didn't. We thought the game could be even a one-score game at halftime instead of a two-score, and then they come out and make it a three-score. So there's a lot of things that happened in the first game that hopefully we'll correct and do better at in the second. And I'm sure they'll feel like they got things they can correct too. So we'll go out there and we're going to play hard. It's going to be a great week to prepare. You guys in the area on Wednesday evening, we're going to have a little team meal over at the stadium after practice with our families. Are cooking some crock pot chilies and soups and stuff. So I'd like to welcome y'all if y'all want to come over. That doesn't say the whole community come out, but in terms of if y'all want to come and visit, please do. But it's just something that we're going to do to build community, faith, family, future football in our program, and hopefully those things that we do together, kids will remember forever.
Well, thank you, Coach, and I'm sure some of us might take you up on that. What you got? Go ahead.
Go ahead. No, I'm good.
I was just gonna. Go ahead, Coach.
I was gonna say we cook taco soups, white chicken chili, vegetable soups. You name it. I already heard what all the ladies are cooking, so it's going to be great.
Oh, okay. So you've got the one up on what they're cooking. Do you have bowls already set aside for yours?
Hey, I cook a good taco soup. I got a recipe from Terry Wilson one time. I'll share it. It's about as easy as you can do. Just open a bunch of cans and put you up some hamburger and onion, and you're ready to go. I mean, that's awesome.
Oh, all right there.
Everybody else.
See, Terry, you didn't know, Coach Pruitt, we got to eat. I love when you call, so we always get something different. One week we get to talk the Star Wars trailer. The next week we're talking cooking with Coach Pruitt. We'll have,
I like that part of the cooking part,
We'll have Martha Stewart coming here next week with Coach Pruitt.
Hey, just set me up a little Bunsen burner there, and we'll put it on YouTube, and everybody can watch it.
Well, all right, Coach, what's your plans this weekend? You going to any games?
Hey, it is family day for the Pruitts. We're going to take a day off from football, so the next few weeks that won't be the case. Getting ready to see Daniel Owens play senior day, and hopefully go see Gus Vinny play in West Virginia. So this week's going to be a week off for the family, and we're going to take a little trip and go see some old friends and spend the night with my dad. So it's just one of those things.
Well, happy Halloween to everybody. What are you guys dressing up as?
I don't know. We have trunk or treat tomorrow night. Usually it's either Ironman or Appalachian State on my trunk or treat.
Okay.
And my daughter's going to be Wonder Woman. She wanted to make sure everybody knew that out there. So she's ready to go.
Okay, well, good deal.
All right.
Well, thank you, Coach.
Thanks a lot.
Coach Tim Pruitt, Cherryville Ironman last night win 27-7, setting up the conference like we said just a little bit earlier. Thomas Jefferson 6-0, Bessemer City 5-1. They'll play Cherryville next week. Cherryville 2-4 in the conference. Union Academy and Community School of Davis now 3-3. Pine Lake Prep 1-5 there in the conference. Cherryville, they've got them 2-4 in the conference. Terry on Max Prep. So are you right or are they right?
Max Prep's isn't always right.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's what I was wondering. If we need to get Terry. I tell you what, if we had a website called Terry Reinhardt and Richard Walker info, we might outdo Max Preps on some of that. Terry was wrong. Well,
Yeah.
Terry was wrong,
right.
Tom. He had to go back and count. Terry. Don't be giving me
about
mistakes.
Highland Tech. Yeah.
Somebody call Carol and tell him his breakfast menu is broke. Terry's breakfast menu stats weren't no good.
It's interesting he brought up the how we do against publics and how we do against charters. And I've always been an advocate of, if you're a charter school, you either need to play up a classification because you can recruit.
I believe in that myself.
Or you need to play the other charter schools. Just put the charters and privates and let them have their championship game. And I think, Coach Pruitt didn't say it, but I will, that you have an advantage in that situation, especially if you're in an area like if you put a charter school in the Meck County area, the Gaston County area, where you got lots of kids, and you could say, hey, come on over here and we'll do this and this and this for you. And the other guys can't. I mean, it's just not right to have two sets of rules and you're playing for the same trophy.
Yeah, you are.
Well, I mean, just for example, Thomas Jefferson, 347 students. Bessemer City and Cherryville, Bessemer 681, so they got double, and Cherryville 536, about 200 more there than Thomas Jefferson. That gives you an idea for that. See if I don't got Mountain
That was
Island
last year's.
These are last year's ADM
Well, and
numbers.
Tom, you also mentioned
Mountain Island was 475 last year.
Yeah, and stuff like that. And here's my deal: all you got to do is, ever since charter schools come in, is go back and see championships in all kind of sports.
Yeah.
And it totally changes.
Yeah, I mean, especially in basketball.
Yeah.
When you only need, 5 or 6 really good players in basketball as opposed to football where you got.
Well, baseball and basketball both. Because baseball, you get a stud pitcher.
Right.
Basketball, you get a stud basketball player. My biggest example is, and I always go back to it, is the Cherokee Winston-Salem Prep. Tom, you know how many kids Winston-Salem Prep has?
Probably around.
How many state championships have they won, Terry?
Ooh.
You remember that? What it was? How many row or the girls team, right?
You talking about Bishop McGinnis?
Well, we're going to talk about that. I was saying them too. Winston-Salem Prep. They were the Cherokee girls team, one of the best passing and moving teams. They beat the Bessemer City team by 50-something up in Cherokee. Yeah. We walked in down the Final Four, saw the scoreboard. It was about 40. We was like, Cherokee's doing it to somebody else. No, Cherokee was getting beat by 40. So that's a 90-some point swing. Right. So with Winston-Salem Prep going to beat Bessemer and Cherryville by 90, they've got 200 kids in their school. Well, they can draw from, I looked it up, 1.5 million homes.
Right.
200 kids, 1.5 million homes, and they're playing Bessemer City and Cherryville with 500 kids, and they're drawing from the 5,000 people, the homes that live in Cherryville and Bessemer City.
And you throw a little branding on top of that you need to come over here because we can get you this, this, and this, and that's. That's fine if you want to create that, and the law has created it, but why are you letting one team who has one set of rules, who, like you said, I can draw from 1 million households, and this team can only draw from 5,000, and then you put them on the same court because based on their enrollment numbers, it's just not, and I know what I know what people can say, but it's just not right. It's not fair to the kids.
But the same people, and those same people will say, well, they'll go get mad if a kid transfers to another school, a public school, and we'll have an argument about transfers. But the kid can choose to go to the charter. Now, what's the difference between that?
And here's another wild card, and this is just this may be hearsay, may be true, but some kids may say, if I can't transfer from this public school to that public school, then I will go to the charter school. See, right. Now you've got, like, I'm a free agent and I'm negotiating my contract where I'm going to play. And I just don't really think that's part of high school.
And that's
sports.
That's a totally different argument as far as school choice and athletic and school choice is different than what we're talking about here as far as choosing by the athletics and moving for that reason and how they're taking advantage of the system. We're more worried about the system being not unfair than that, not as far as the school choice thing, but Bessemer City, Cherryville, you say Bishop McGinnis, Terry, is that one about that 407? How many championships have they won? 10 in a row, something like that.
A
lot. For what sport?
Basketball.
Boys basketball. Girls.
The 1As, it really affects the 1As, right?
Right.
They're not bringing in. Crest isn't playing any charter schools with 1,200 kids, are they?
Yeah.
Right now.
Yeah.
Let's say, for example, going down to that Winston-Salem Prep of 200 kids, Bessemer City's got 681. Well, that's 400 student jumps, right? 400 something, 480. Okay, if you added 480 to bandies, they're all of a sudden playing crest.
Yeah,
they're a 3A school, so those both are in the 1As. They've got, and there's differences in those kids, and they're bringing in the kids that they want specifically for, athletics or for music or whatever.
I wouldn't be totally.
It's just not fair to the public schools in this situation. Look at Bessemer City. They're playing well, and then the top two teams are. Look at the top 5 teams.
Yeah.
Cherryville's down there, not doing as well as Bessemer right now. But and the thing about this, Tom, when it comes to basketball season, they're going to have a totally different conference. In baseball, because half these teams don't play with basketball and baseball, and then they get new teams that don't have football teams.
Right.
So these 1A teams don't even have the same teams. The athletic directors are having to pick and choose which.
Right.
They got totally different schedules. Crest can call North Gaston and Kings Mountain and them all year. Same schools the whole year round, and then these 1A schools are jumping around. It's just really tough for them to deal with. All right, we got to take another break, JP. Get ready. Get your finger on the button. Here we go. KTCBroadcasting.com. You're watching Campers Inn Sports Talk, Saturday Sports Talk. We've got Major League Baseball World Series to talk about. Houston Astros win last night. Take a 2-1 lead. I don't know if Tom... Who you pulling for, Tom? You got to pull for in this?
After they hosed my Indians in Game 5...
Is Cleveland still playing?
Terry, they're not playing because
them Royals.
It looked like Tom Sinafani's Saturday Showcase strike zone out there in that game. That's why.
Tom's going to break that down in just a minute. We got college football to talk about. More silliness across the land, and we've got NBA to talk about. Dwight Howard, Terry, 18 boards a game right now for the Charlotte Hornets. He's second in NBA.
He's a personal friend of Kevin Hastings.
Yeah, he's my best buddy, if you didn't know, on Twitter. And he's the second right now in rebounds. He's fourth in blocks right now in the NBA. He's been a very well asset.
And don't forget about the fight last night.
That we'll talk about. What fight?
Draymond Green.
Oh, that one.
Yeah.
We talk about that. Hornets get their injury situation. We've got NASCAR playoffs to talk about. What a mess in Kansas that was. It was almost as bad as Talladega, wasn't it, out there? And then we'll talk about a little bit about that later. Let's see, NFL, we've got Panthers to talk about. Tommy's Browns for a minute. We'll let him yell at Terry about bothering him on Sundays about the Browns. And then we'll talk more in just a minute. Will Zeke get suspended? Cam Newton's press conferences. We've got Richard Walker's got to quit pissing him off down there on Wednesday. So I text Richard yesterday and told him to quit making Cam mad, so we don't have to deal with this. All right, JP, it's time for a break. KTCBroadcasting.com.
Inviting you to join me this week for Country Gold, where we play all your favorites from the 80s and 90s.
Country Gold with Terry Clark, Thursday afternoons 1 to 5 on Big O Country, 1590 AM WCSL, and online at KTCBroadcasting.com. It's the grand opening of the new Renato Honda. The renovations are complete, and you're invited to drop by our new showroom. Check out the great deals this month, like 0.9% APR financing for the 2017 Honda Civics and Honda Accords. Offer ends October 31st. And check out the great specials in the service department. Don't get left out in the cold with a free winter battery test. And right now, get an oil change, tire rotation, and balancing, only $74.95. Don't miss the deals during the grand opening celebration at the new Renato Honda, located at Renato Auto Mall, 4423 East Dixon Boulevard, Shelby.
It's time to tee it up at the Pine Mountain Golf Course. Play and ride all day, Monday through Friday for $28. Senior rate is $25. Play and ride 18 holes, Monday through Friday for $21. Seniors play for $18. Play and ride weekends and holidays for $28. For your tee time, give them a call at 828-433-4950. The Pine Mountain Golf Course. Come and play today.
Hi, Daddy. Hi, Marge. Hey, what's that? Oh, that's our new Coyote tractor. John picked it up today. Isn't it beautiful? Well, yes, but... it's going to help us get all those jobs done around here. Well, that's great, but... and with Coyote, we get the industry's best warranty. Okay, looks great, works hard, the best warranty, but why? Why is a Coyote tractor in our living room, and why is John snuggled up next to it? He's in love.
Coyote, love your tractor.
Your Coyote dealer is West End Sales, Highway 1827 intersection in Vail. For excellence in funeral and cremation services, Talk with Carpenter Porter Funeral and Cremation Services in Cherryville, promoting the highest ethical and professional standards while maintaining cost-effective service. Call 704-435-6711 or come and talk with funeral directors John Porter and Hannah Garrett, offering you guidance during one of life's most difficult times. Carpenter Porter Funeral and Cremation Service, 1100 East Main Street in Cherryville, a member of the National and North Carolina Funeral Directors Associations. The Orange Opportunity Sales Event is underway at Parker Farm Service in Kings Mountain. Come in now and ask about 0% financing for 84 months on select Kubota tractors with a big 6-year warranty. Come on in for all the details and don't miss it. The Orange Opportunity Sales Event underway now at Parker Farm Service, located at 126 Bessie Drive off the Oak Grove Road and Highway 74 bypass in Kings Mountain.
Good morning. What's up, shopper? Campers Inn of Kings Mountain. Saturday Sports Talk. Tom Sinafani in the house with Terry Reinhardt. Smoke is up going to Cullowhee today. Terry, if he was here, he would say something silly and stupid like God's country or something about that, wouldn't he?
He would. I mean, I give the guy a diehard, man. He's a Western man. He's up there to watch a friend play.
We got tickets to see Western in North Carolina in a couple weeks. Western better not win that game. It's going to be the end of the world.
Surely it's at Chapel Hill.
It's in Chapel Hill. Yeah. But if they lose that game, Terry, and whoever's in charge at Carolina don't walk out there, if Roy Williams don't walk out there himself and fire Larry Fedora, I mean, what more? Seriously, if they lose to Western Carolina in Chapel Hill,
they're not going to lose to Western Carolina.
Tom,
Terry, they're not very good. No, they're not very good right now.
Terry.
Well, I'm not going to say because I can't figure out each week who's the starting quarterback over there. And when you're this far into the season and you've never elected one guy that's going to lead my team, and I know one guy can get hurt and the next guy's got to come in, but each week nobody knows who his leader is. And I think that's just, that's got to be taken care of. That should have been taken care of from day one.
It's absolutely silly. And, go ahead, Tom.
Well, last year, it just seemed like Carolina was on the cusp of being one of the competitive teams. You're talking about them in the college football playoff the last couple of years, and all of a sudden they've just imploded.
They've lost 17 players on the year. I think they got like 21 on the injury chart.
Yeah, a lot of injuries, yeah.
That's a lot to do with it, but the defense is letting, it's like Swiss cheese out there.
Yeah, but you don't fire a guy when he has that many injuries. I just don't think you do that.
Well, but what about the way he's handled the quarterback situation?
Yeah, well,
how many times do you think if it was at North Carolina State, we go get rid of guys who make the NCAA, Herb Sendek, we get rid of him because he cannot beat his rivalries. And this is what Fedora's doing right now.
He's losing to his rivals.
He's even losing to his rivalry.
And then if Western Carolina comes in your house and takes you out, and you go 1-10. Looking at the stats, let's talk about this Chaz Surratt, Brandon Harris situation. And the way Fedora makes it out to be, it's a close competition. Looking at the stats, Chaz Surratt, 1,200 yards, 58% completion, 7 yards an attempt, 7 touchdowns, only 3 interceptions with a rating of 127. Brandon Harris, 346 yards, 49%. He's less than 50% passing, 4.8 yards an attempt, 1 touchdown,
here we go,
8 interceptions. Tom, and the coach said he had a better week of practice.
Well,
in all of y'all's years of playing football, has anyone ever said before, not going in the week and we know, hey, this is a competition? Has he said it's a competition since week 1 or 2?
No.
Has he said anything about anything being a competition? No. Now, if Chaz was sick, say it. If he was hurt, say it. Because if not, your team is 1-whatever, and you're staring down the barrel of a really terrible season, and you put in a quarterback who you said had a better practice, and I think he went like 4 of 13 with 3 picks. Practice.
Here's your stat of the day, though. The Heels have lost their last 7 home games.
Yes. You know who had a better? You know who had better practices than the starter? Eric Snow had better practices than Allen Iverson. So let's talk about practice all we want, Fedora. Okay, it's just I'm speaking as a Carolina fan right now, yelling, and I'll calm down in a minute. But just for the fact that it's just silly. And then the other day, North Carolina had the audacity. Well, their defense can't shut down anybody. To tweet from their Twitter feed, Terry, a play in practice of a defender, cornerback, shutting down a wide receiver and knocking a pass down. The pass hit him in the back, right in the back. You know who threw it? Brandon Harris. Brandon Harris threw a pass, hit the DB in the back, and they tweet out, "Look how good our DBs are playing," and they're giving up like 45 points a game.
Yeah,
it's utter silliness in Chapel Hill.
There's a couple things here, though. You talk about the fortune of Carolina, but look at the way they're playing the Miami Hurricanes today. Look at their fortunes have turned around. Yeah. What a great find Mark Richt was after Georgia did him wrong.
That's exactly
Georgia
right.
did that man wrong.
Speaking of Georgia, Derek Smith says hello to everybody. He's down there this weekend.
And he went down to Miami, which I have my problems with their program over the year, but he has really done a great job. He's got them to number 8 in the country. They're undefeated in the conference. Carolina actually holds the edge in this series. I just had to read that twice.
I was at the first game they came in Chapel Hill and lost it in Chapel Hill. I was actually there.
But the recent that just tells you the recent success. This is not a typical season for Carolina. And and Kevin, I know that you're an angry Carolina fan, and I don't blame you. But I think they'll be back. I think Carolina's in a position where they can recruit. I think. They've had some
Are you
success.
Losing recruits now, though, Tom?
That's true. I don't know. That's a tough question. The guys want to go where they're winning, but Carolina has had so much recent success. That I would say that maybe they'll be forgiven for this one season, and the recruits won't hold it too much against them. It's in a good area to play football.
Or is it one of them schools that, hey, we don't worry about football that much? You know how this goes. Well, it's basketball.
Yeah,
it's basketball here.
Yeah, but I don't think so. I don't think
they can really lean on that recruiting that the classes won't be so hard, can't they, Terry?
Yeah, I'm telling you.
Well, that I'm not even going to speak to that. But because Ohio State had to vacate an entire season's worth of win and a bowl victory over tattoos. Tattoo game. But that's I'd like to see Carolina get back on track. I know a lot of guys, Carolina fans. I think it's good for the area when Carolina's playing well. But they've got to get their quarterback situation straightened out. And I think
there's nothing to straighten out about that. They need to quit putting Brandon Harris out there. He's god awful. The freshman there's no reason to take the freshman off. He's not playing bad. If he had Brandon Harris's stats, I couldn't say a word. But Brandon Harris is one touchdown, 8 picks. He's a senior transfer. Now, is he doing this to show other transfers that you'll get a chance to play here?
I don't know.
Or is he trying to save his job?
I think it's Surratt's job. I think it's after this year.
I do too. But I think it's just this past week was just the silliest damn thing I've ever seen in my life.
Well, let's talk about no, wait a minute. Let's move on because you're too angry to have a sane conversation. NC State at Notre Dame today, Terry. 14 against 9. The big win against Florida State, the big win against Louisville. Your Wolfpack is, hey, if they win this game, are we talking ACC championship, Terry?
Well, real quick, Tommy, let's point out the rankings. Clemson is still the highest ranked ACC team.
They are.
Miami is undefeated and is not. Notre Dame, who did they lose to?
Who did Notre Dame lose to? I've forgotten. Who beat Notre Dame?
NC State lost to South Carolina.
That's right.
I'll click on Notre Dame. Clemson lost to Louisville, who's not ranked. They lost to Georgia. So Notre Dame lost to the second or third best team in the nation. Maybe the best team in the nation. We don't know. So, go ahead, Terry. Give us your NC State diatribe over the rankings and also this Notre Dame game.
Well, it's a game that State's 2-0. Against Notre Dame all time, and the Fighting Irish have never scored a touchdown against North Carolina State. That's what I told Smoke yesterday. I said, Smoke, you've kicked 3 field goals against us.
Never scored a touchdown against NC State.
But this is totally different. I know when Phillip Rivers was there back in 2003, we beat them 28-6 in the Gator Bowl, and then last year was just sloppy mess. We beat them 10-3. Nobody really scored a touchdown. We had an interception that sealed that game for us. But going to the Fighting Irish, I mean, last week they played USC, and this is Southern Cal, but they played them, and they pretty much humiliated them on television. But I never thought Southern Cal was that good anyway.
So they beat USC, and y'all lost to USC, right?
Well, I'm talking about South Carolina, who's who we lost to, not that
y'all
USC.
Y'all lost to a good team, is that right?
Yeah, we lost to an SEC team. There we go. But when you come into this game, what can State do? I think it's going to be close. I don't think the Fighting Irish are going to run away in this game. Fighting Irish defense is very solid. You know, I give them a lot of credit.
They smacked around Southern California last week.
That's why State's going to have to be very physical up front, you know, for State to be in this game. Do I think State can win? Yeah. I mean, we went to Florida State and won, but I mean, you kind of worry about that because Florida State fell to 2-5 last night after Boston College blew them out.
Don't mean nothing.
You know,
35-3 at Boston College.
And there's the game that scares me on State's whole schedule. Fighting Irish do not scare me because we play them. Clemson does not scare me because we
last year.
Well, yes, what I'm saying.
But Boston College does.
It does because we have a hard time playing at Boston College.
No, wait a minute. No, State should have beat. That's right. Wait, State should have beat. Should have beat.
A field goal there at the end that was missed, and then we lose in overtime.
Yeah,
you know. So.
All right, let's pick our games this week, guys. Tom, I usually pick Akron every week because of my roommate in college. That was his place of that's where he grew up and lives and everything. Actually, he lives in Uniontown. Do you know Uniontown?
Yeah,
right
I've
next
heard
to
of it. Yeah.
That's where it is, right next to Akron. It's, you know, they touch each other like Bessemer City and Gastonia.
So he went back. That's rare.
Yeah, he went back.
Yeah, that's rare.
He went back. He lives
Usually
with Zach, if you're watching, he watches sometimes. If he's ever up in the morning, he says he rewatches it in the morning. He watches it in the morning. He's not a morning person, Tom. But Searles, hello, buddy. Akron, we'll pick them for you. Buffalo at Akron, Tom.
But the Zips, I got to go with the Ohio team. I mean, I'm thinking about Akron. Wait a minute, wasn't Chuck Amato at one of those Ohio schools?
I don't know.
He went up he's at one of those Ohio schools as a defensive coordinator. And if Chuck Amato's there, I can't pick against Chuck. You got to go with Akron. I got to look that up. I got to make sure.
I'm going with Akron.
The old NCAA college football games, they don't make anymore because the kids sued for the likenesses and won that, but they can't get paid. So I don't know how that's justified either on that side. But my roommate Tom, he somehow he became an expert at picking off passes.
He is the defensive coordinator for the Akron Zips.
There you go. So Chuck Amato.
Can't go against Chuck in the glasses and the shiny shoes. Got to go with Chuck.
But if you want to see something amazing, my roommate got really good at picking off passes with some good DB they had, or safety they had back in the day. This is like early 2000s. And so he would play all the guys around in the apartment complexes, and you know they all playing these big teams, and he would gamble on it and get double or nothing, or double the money than they would, because he'd play with Akron, and then he'd stomp them into the ground because you couldn't throw passes against him. He'd pick 8 to 10 passes off a game. It's just just video game fun. But the Akron Zips, I'll never forget. Well, I've seen the Akron Zips play so many stupid video games that I've wasted so much time that I'll never forget to get them out of my head. Number 5, Wisconsin at Illinois. Who you guys got?
Wisconsin.
Number 8, Miami. Does Chas Surratt shock the nation today?
No.
Okay.
No.
Y'all don't have no faith. See, y'all just told me to have faith and it's going to get better.
It will next year.
Next year. Yeah, it will. When Chip Kelly's the head coach and running Chas Surratt around like Marcus Mariota, the Tar Heels going to be good next year.
Oh, my gosh.
Get rid of Fedora, hire Chip Kelly. Number 11, Oklahoma State. At number 22, West Virginia.
West Virginia pulls a win here.
Yeah, I like West Virginia because I don't pick against Terry Reinhardt.
Oh, is that it? So, you would just ask Terry all the answers to these questions, Tom, if that's what it's going to be. Rutgers, there's no ranked team there. Michigan's not ranked now. Poor Jim
Michigan's
Harbaugh.
going to bounce back.
Poor Jim Harbaugh.
Oh, we give that out quite often at our school. State being ranked, Michigan unranked.
We just let Appalachian give us.
What about the big one, Kevin? Ohio State, Penn State.
We're getting down there, Tom. That's actually next. Penn State at Ohio State. Tom, break it down for us real quick.
Well, you got
tell us how Penn State's about to whip Urban Meyer this weekend.
No, I'm not. But you know what scares me more? Everybody talks about Barkley. Penn State's got that one receiver. It's like 6'6".
Yeah.
And he caught a touchdown, or there's a touchdown. He leaped over the quarterback's head. It's like, oh my gosh, how are you gonna cover a guy that's 6'6" and can jump like that? he makes me more nervous than Barkley does. But Penn State's got, they've got a lot of talent on the offensive side of the ball and defensively. I watched some of that Michigan game, and it was really no contest. I mean, Penn State just manhandled them on both sides of the ball. So they're a very good football team. If you look at Ohio State against Oklahoma, their offense anemic. They couldn't do anything. They've started to open up, and now they got more of a vertical passing game. So I think that's going to put more pressure on Penn State's defense. I think it's going to be close. I like Ohio State at home in the shoe to win that game.
And I've got the same thing. I think Ray Meyer's coaching will outdo the other guy.
Franklin is he. I
like him.
I like him. I think he's a good coach. I think he's a little juvenile sometimes. He's out there jumping around like a teenage boy. I don't really like that. Now, I mean, I see coaches get excited. I mean, even Bill Belichick will get excited every now. But it's like he acts like it's kind of like he looks like he's in the student section, one of those guys with too many beers and no shirt on. So I mean, it's kind of you need to tone it down just a little bit for us, please. But that's just the way he is. But I think in at home, if this game was at Penn State like it was last year, you'd have to give Penn State the advantage. But at home, I think this is a big game. Not playing at night though. 3:30 game. I thought that was interesting. Not playing at night, so 3:30 game. So Ohio State, I think at home, I like them.
Couple of notes on my end. I think, and I usually don't say nothing about this, but I think Penn State is on a mission because of how they got screwed over last year. And I think they're on a mission, and I think you Buckeyes ain't going to get it done. However, Tom, if you want a ticket to the game, it's the most expensive ticket in the nation right now, according to ESPN. 642 tickets still available for $142 a pop.
That's actually not bad. I'd pay that.
Or you could go to San Jose State at BYU for $2 a pop.
I'd pay that.
Either one.
I mean, why not?
Between 2 and 142, Tom's good. Somebody give me a call.
Because I would go to that game and pull up the Ohio State game on my phone and just have some atmosphere and watch the game. But yeah, don't be texting me between 3:30 and 7:30, Terry. Every time something bad happens to Ohio State today. But
I'll not do that today. It's tomorrow.
But tomorrow you will. But that is the premier of the country. That's 2-6. That's the only top 10 matchup I think they've got today.
Whoa, Terry. Whoa, Tom. What do you mean the premier matchup in the country? ACC football is going on 14-9.
That's
Notre Dame
that's not a top
and
10
NC
matchup.
State.
got two against
NC State
six,
should be a top
14
10.
No, not should be. What did I say? It's only top 10.
Wait a minute. No.
Now, usually you do correct my mistakes, but this time I'm
But they're in my top 10.
But
those
that
top
doesn't
10,
matter.
But why do their opinions matter and mine don't?
Yours are irrelevant.
I bet I played more football than 95% of the people who voted on those. What do you think, Terry? The three people at this table played more football than 95. And Tom was a kicker. 95% more football than the people who voted on this AP 25 poll. I guarantee it.
Well, but
JP played more football than half the people that voted on this AP poll.
I think but I will say, I will agree. If NC State wins this game, they are a top 10 team. You got to put them in the top 10. You got to move Notre Dame out and put NC State in the top 10.
If State wins, State will be no higher than 10th.
But that's their third win over a ranked team. They haven't done that. They haven't done that
Tom,
since.
welcome to our land. I know you're over here in Ohio State land. Y'all can lose 10, 7, 8 games and still get in the playoffs. In North Carolina, if you lose one game, you're pretty much out of the championship. You got to hope, prayer, and cross your fingers and.
That's because y'all want to have 17 football teams here, like Ohio State. You got one
it's hard
team.
for State to move up, and here's my deal: if they beat the Fighting Irish, they'll go to number 10. If they turn around next week and beat Clemson, they go to number 7. That's as far as they're going to move.
You got to put them higher than that, Terry.
No, I'm telling you, they will not. That'll be
if
the
NC
highest
State
they can
wins
go
the
to.
ACC
7.
and wins out, they will not be in the playoffs.
In the same? They're in the same side as Clemson, right?
Yes, they are. And if they beat Clemson, it's over in that division. With games left, State's already won it.
Yeah, because that's what I'm saying. State's going to the ACC championship game if they beat Clemson.
They're never going to move State up unless they go finish undefeated, because they still got Boston College to go to, and that's good.
Boston, and they look good against Clemson. Defensively, they look good against. I watched the bits and pieces of that game, so they're a good football team.
Well, let's look at the the top 10 or whatever. So let's say NC State wins out. Okay, that means what if Alabama goes undefeated? They're in. Penn State goes undefeated. They're in. Georgia won't go undefeated because they'd have to play Alabama. What if TCU goes undefeated? They're in.
Yeah, there's too many teams up.
There's
right
3
now
teams.
undefeated.
That leaves NC State would be the 4th team fighting with either Georgia, Wisconsin, and Ohio State, fighting with voter opinions. Tom, you think voter opinion is going to pick NC State over Ohio State or Georgia?
If State goes
that's the highest they'll
undefeated,
ever get if those teams go undefeated.
if State goes for the ACC championship and wins out and wins the ACC championship, Alabama and Georgia are going to have to play each other.
No, that's what
somebody's going to lose.
Yeah, one of those are out. What I'm saying, let's say Alabama's in. Let's say Alabama and Penn State wins out. Okay, let's say Alabama and Penn State wins out, so they're in. But that means Georgia's got a loss. That means Wisconsin does it. That means Ohio State does it. Let's say TCU wins out. So then you got 3 undefeated teams. Then NC State would be the highest ranked 1-loss champion. But that does, well, like I was saying to Tom, will the voters put the highest ranked ACC champion, if the name is NC State, over a Georgia or an Alabama with 1 loss?
I think it's going to be. I think you're going to have the ACC champion. Because after they let Ohio
State, they're not getting in.
After they let Ohio State in, as they did not win the conference championship and got blown out by Clemson,
they did.
I think that's it for a non-championship team. I think Ohio State pretty much ruined it, at least for the immediate future. If you did not go to your championship game and win it, you are not going to be in playoff. And really, as an Ohio State fan, I could say I agree with that. I mean,
agree with that 100%.
You got to win your conference championship game. So that would put.
But that's not the rule.
That's not the rule.
Alabama's going. If they lose,
no, I don't think they will. I don't think they will.
Alabama,
Not after what happened last year. Not after what I think it's going to be the SEC champion.
Are they in Georgia's side?
No, I think they're on the opposite side.
So if they both could meet in the SEC,
they've played in it
guys,
before.
Tom, if both teams meet in the ACC championship undefeated, they're both going to the playoffs.
I don't think so. I don't think
really
after last
Alabama,
year,
if they lose by 2 points,
well, it depends on how the game goes. If it's a 1-point game or something, but I really think your SEC champ, your Big 10 champ, your Big 12 champ, and your ACC champ. I don't think the Pac-10 champ is going to get in this year, because who's the highest ranked Pac-10 team right now?
I mean, look down real quick. I'm jumping back and forth.
I mean, I'm trying to see who the highest ranked, because Southern Cal's had some bad losses.
Washington 6-1.
Washington, I don't think they're going to get it. Washington State had a loss not too long ago.
They're 7-1. Washington State, Washington 6-1, 7-1.
And what a job though that Leach has done with that Washington State team. I mean, they were completely irrelevant, and he's brought. I mean, he may be a jerk, but he can coach some football. Man. Wherever he goes, he wins.
There's 19 teams in the top 25 with only 1 loss right now.
Yeah, I don't think the Pac-10 champ is going to get in now. There's a lot of football to be played, though. I mean, you have 4 or 5 games left, so it's still up in the air. But I don't think, you may be right, Kevin. If it's Alabama and Georgia,
and they're both undefeated. If they're both undefeated in the SEC championship, both of those go in the playoffs along with the Big Ten champ, and then it's going to be a toss-up between Pac-12. And if it's NC State, there's no way they're getting in. I don't think. I'm sorry. I don't think they will.
But I think, Terry, you agree with me that you got. They need to change it. They need to change.
I don't think if you do not win your conference, you do not need to be in it.
The thing is, if you let Georgia and Alabama win it, Georgia's already played Alabama. We've already had that playoff game. Let's give, even if it's like a Pac-10, Washington State, let's give them they're probably not going to beat Alabama. But still, we've already had the Georgia-Alabama game. Let's let somebody else in. So I agree. And really, as an Ohio State fan, yes, I'll say Penn State should have won. They were the conference champion. Let them go. They beat Ohio State, and they were their conference champion. You let Ohio State in. Even as an Ohio State fan, I thought, well, Ohio State was playing well at the end of the year, but you got to give it. If you make it to your conference championship game and win it, if you had some bad losses in the beginning of the year, teams get better as the year goes on, and you got to take that into consideration.
And what are you going to say? Because if you get to the ACC championship, if State wins out, it could be State playing Miami, another unbeaten team that could possibly be there.
Right. So I mean, it's just when you're getting in these situations, but why are you going to let 2 teams in that already played each other in their conference championship? Doesn't make any sense.
Sorry, I'm trying to pull my schedule back up. I just lost it for a second.
He's got all that. That's why I used paper, Kevin.
I need to the computer needs. I hear you, Tom. You got today's schedule, top 25 schedule there?
Actually,
you got the TV schedule.
Actually, I got.
Get that junk out of here.
I got some good stuff here. Hey, Terry, what about Duke, Virginia Tech? Nobody's broke down that one yet. And Virginia Tech, number 13 in the country. Talk about another 1-loss team. I wonder if Duke can go in there and upset them.
No.
No.
I didn't even think about it.
I mean,
he didn't even think about it. Well, Duke has lost 3 straight games by 7 points.
That's what I'm talking about. I can't. People are kind of down
by 7
on Duke
points
right
there,
now.
but it's close.
I know it is, but what does that get you? A L.
Yeah.
So, all right, Georgia at Florida. Who you guys got? Bulldogs?
Oh, look, Georgia's going to blow them out.
Tailgate today. Derek Smith's down at the tailgate today. Eat some wings for us, Derek. He texted me this morning and had a picture sitting beside Forrest Gump statue somewhere. I didn't think he was going to Alabama, but he's got to sit beside Forrest somewhere. Let's see. NC State at Notre Dame. Did we pick that, Terry? We never picked it. No, we ain't got to it yet. Real quick before we get to that. Number 4, TCU at Iowa State.
Iowa State wins.
Ooh.
They really, the best thing happens sometimes addition by subtraction. The quarterback left the team, and now look at them. They beat Oklahoma.
That's exactly right.
I mean, he was a great player, but what was he causing in that locker room?
I agree.
You know, and as a coach, addition by subtraction, there is truth to that. So I'm going to go with you, Terry. I got a girl in my class, a transfer student from Iowa State. Not from Iowa, who was an Iowa State fan.
What kind of recruiting y'all doing at Burns?
Transfer kids.
They're bringing college kids back.
So
they're really going to change things.
You know, but
you're going to have a heck of a team next year, Terry.
I walked into that one, but I like Ohio. I like Iowa State in that one.
All right, let's get it quick. We're up against a break. NC State at Notre Dame.
This will be tough. Fighting Irish will probably win. It'll be tough.
I'm going against you. I like NC State. I think they're a team.
I hope they do.
I think they're a team of destiny this year. That the NC State fans have been kicked around for too long, Terry. This is their
NC
year.
State's either going to win out or lose out, Terry.
Well,
it's all going to come crashing down.
But I'm going to tell you something. Finley, our quarterback, now he's thrown over 200-some passes without an interception.
Yeah.
And the Fighting Irish
and the defense has been played well.
Good.
Yeah, the defense.
How do y'all not have a receiver named Carter?
I don't know. Maybe that wasn't in our list to have a guy.
No, I'm just
like
talking about your quarterback's Finley.
Yeah.
You need a receiver named Carter, don't you? Carter Finley Stadium over there, so you can make the names work. All right, UCLA at Washington. Number 12, Washington.
I like Washington. UCLA has kind of dropped off. I saw that game against Mensa. They can't play a lick of defense.
16, Michigan State at Northwestern.
Nah, Michigan State.
Yeah, and that's a team you can't sleep on either. They've slowly crept up and are playing well.
Appalachian State's in UMass today, folks. I might drive to Boone, and there ain't going to be nobody in Boone today. It's my birthday. I'm going to go up there and enjoy it while nobody.
Why would there be nobody in Boone?
Well, let me explain how Boone works. Boone is up on the mountain, right?
Yeah.
So a third of the people stay up there and never leave, right? Well, the rest of them go home on the weekends.
All them other ones transferred to go watch Western.
They go home. They go home to see their families. Because Appalachian is actually it's a lot of local. It's more locals, a local school. So there's a ton of people. The school, if there's no football game during football.
Oh, I thought you said it was they're up in Massachusetts.
No, they're in Massachusetts. Oh. Yeah, it's going to be a ghost town. That's the best time to go during the fall because that's when the kids they've been in school and then they get a week off from not going to the games and getting drunk and whatever.
That's not a conference game though, is it? I mean,
I don't know.
I think so.
It might be.
Is it? Okay.
They're in that conference where there's a team in every state.
Okay.
It's weird.
Interesting.
They're like
Appalachian will win.
I hope so. Houston at South Florida, number 17.
No, South Florida.
Yeah. Agree.
Austin P at UCF. Tom, you got the breakdown on that?
Yeah, let me see if that one's in the paper, Kevin.
Yeah, look in the paper for that one.
Yeah, see what the spread is.
I could probably give you a spread.
Y'all going for Central Florida guys?
Yes.
Y'all both said Virginia Tech over there, or Tom and Terry said Virginia Tech over there.
But I was looking in how many, like South Florida, Central Florida, how many Florida teams. And I think that's hurting like Florida State and some of the others in Florida because these other schools in Florida, who would have thought that Central Florida and South Florida be ranked and Florida State and Florida, Florida's 3-3 and Florida State has a losing record.
Lane Kiffins went down there and took some of them guys away.
Yeah.
Florida State and Florida combined have losing records, and UCF is in the top 25.
But you'll go to I was watching the South Florida game. It was a Thursday night game. They were playing Temple or nobody. They were killing them. There's nobody there though.
Yeah.
Nobody goes to the games. And, you need to get behind that team now.
Well, we're speaking of Miami. Look what Wright's done there. There used to be nobody.
Are they coming now?
Yeah, they're starting to come back.
Yeah.
All right, let's finish this up. Georgia at number 7, Clemson.
Ooh.
Georgia Tech at number 7, Clemson.
This is scary.
Does the Ramblin' Wreck give them a time?
The reason why is that daggum offense that Georgia Tech runs. you don't prepare. I mean, how do you prepare for it when you're going to see it once?
Tyler Moose is prepared for that. He knows.
Yeah, so I think Clemson's
yeah,
going to. I think
Tanner Muse is prepared for it. They probably kill him.
I think Clemson's going to win, but I think Georgia Tech gives them trouble.
Yeah, Tanner Muse knows exactly how that works. He's going to be all over that today, I think. Don't forget about that. South Point safety is now Clemson safety. Former Tanner Muse. Yeah, he's seen the red bone
He's seen it, yes.
quite a bit in practice.
Yeah.
Texas Tech at number 10, Oklahoma.
Even though they're shaky, I listened to that Kansas State game, and they were really had to hang on there at the end. Kansas State was ahead at halftime, so I don't know what's happened with Oklahoma. I mean, they manhandled Ohio State, and then since then they lost the game again with Iowa State, and then they've been a little shaky in some other games, but it's hard to go against Baker Mayfield in that game. I think Oklahoma gets a win.
Washington State at Arizona, number 15, Washington State.
Yeah, let's go with Washington State.
21 USC at Arizona State.
Oh, scary. I think USC, though, will bounce back.
But they are, like, you remember
Stadium.
watching them against Texas? They struggled against them and then got blown out. So I can't figure out whether they're good or bad. But are they home today?
No,
at Arizona State.
They're away.
This will be the ugliest game on TV you've ever seen. I hate those colors.
But you know what? You know what
colors.
makes me mad about Arizona State? They got rid of their little Sun Devil logo. They don't have that. Well, that's just ridiculous. This is ridiculous. Yeah. He had a name. I can't remember the name, but now they have that. So, but I'll go with USC because Arizona State, they pulled a. They're trying to do what Cleveland's doing with Chief Wahoo. I don't like it.
All right, JP, we got to go for a break. You ready for a break? Ready for a break in there? KTCBroadcasting.com. You're watching live on YouTube. Good morning, everybody. Listening on WLON 1050 AM, WCSL 1590 AM. We'll be right back on KTC.
There is nowhere for Bell to go.
The NASCAR Camping World Truck Series playoffs.
Oh, man, he got slammed at the exit of turn number 2.
Race 4 and the final 6 will bang fenders in Martinsville.
And now Christopher Bell, he wants out of that deal. He gives a real shot in the back bumper to Austin Cindric.
The Texas Roadhouse 200, presented by Alpha Energy Solutions.
Cindric spins up off of turn number 2.
Saturday at 12:30 on the Motor Racing Network.
The Texas Roadhouse 200 NASCAR Camping World Series truck race from Martinsville, Virginia. Saturday, October 28th at 12:30 on Big O Country, 1590 AM WCSL, and online at KTCBroadcasting.com.
I'm Lon Helton, inviting you to join me as I count down the week's top 30 with my co-host Thomas Rhett, who describes life at home with 2 little girls under the age of 2.
I just can't wait to watch them grow up and see what they're interested in and start to have conversations with them. And being a dad is the coolest thing I've ever done in my life.
That's Thomas Rhett this week on Country Countdown USA.
Country Countdown USA, Wednesday afternoons at 1 o'clock on Big O Country, 1590 AM WCSL, and online at KTCBroadcasting.com. Today, more and more people are shopping and getting their information online. Here at KTC Broadcasting, we're making our websites easier for you to find out what you're looking for. At KTCBroadcasting.com, you can listen to all 3 of our radio stations, plus watch live video of high school sports, American Legion Baseball, Christmas parades, and other special events. At WhatsUpShopper.com, you'll find all kinds of deals from our local merchants. Shop our eBay store, plus swap shop items, along with community and church events and our local news. And at LincolnCounty.com, you'll find all the information you need concerning Lincoln County, from local businesses to government to school information, even today's local weather forecast. So click on and enjoy. That's KTCBroadcasting.com, thewhatsupshopper.com, and LincolnCounty.com. The future is today.
Honey, I am officially on break.
Huh?
This cold McDonald's McCafe drink is really chilling me out.
Oh, me too. I'm officially on break from worrying about the weird sound coming from the garbage disposal.
And I'm officially on break from having to think about cleaning out the garage.
You've been thinking about that for 3 or 4 years.
Yeah, it's about time I had a break from thinking about it.
For a limited time, get every size soft drink or Mickey D's sweet tea for $1. Or a small McCafe frappe smoothie or shake for just $2. Prices and participation may vary. A la carte only.
The Orange Opportunity Sales Event is underway at Parker Farm Service in Kings Mountain. Come in now and ask about 0% financing for 84 months on select Kubota tractors with a big 6-year warranty. Come on in for all the details and don't miss it. The Orange Opportunity Sales Event underway now at Parker Farm Service, located at 126 Bessie Drive off the Oak Grove Road and Highway 74 bypass in Kings Mountain.
There you go, Ann. Your new account is now open.
Just one more little thing. Here's your card. What was that?
It's my new bank. Every time I turn around, I get hit with another fee.
You need to get an account at Carolina Federal Credit Union.
She's right.
Tired of getting hit by bank fees? Switch to Carolina Federal Credit Union today. Make those pains go away.
Here's your receipt.
And good morning, welcome back. Campers Inn Sports Talk from Kings Mountain. Get down there and check them out today. Calvin and the gang is out at MS Power Sports today in Gastonia, riding four-wheelers and eating Subway sandwiches. No hot dogs with Calvin Day. Subway sandwiches, folks, in Gastonia down there on 74 Franklin Boulevard. Down there, let's see, down there past the movie theater. Just go a little bit further. It's down there on the right, and you can get you a Subway sandwich.
Yeah, Calvin always does a good job of those remotes. But I tell you what, if you walk up to Calvin when he's out there, you better be prepared to go on the radio because Calvin's going to put you on when you go down there. But you wanted to talk about NFL, which I don't really want to talk about. I had a good time talking about college. That was the most fun I've had in a while. But when we start talking about pros.
In the pros, Tom, the voters can't vote your Ohio team in the top 10, no matter how bad they are. 0-7. But it's not really much to talk about right now for the Brownies.
This is why he calls me in.
Tom,
this is why he calls me in, so he can beat up on me the whole time.
I still got a few votes on y'all winning the game.
Yeah.
Do what?
Y'all on winning the game in the NFL.
I don't know. I don't know. This week they're not going to beat. They're not going to go to England and beat the Vikings. They're not going to do that. And they got to play Pittsburgh again. They're not going to beat them. I couldn't get over this score. Ravens 40, Dolphins zip. Everybody was big.
Crazy,
everybody was big on Matt Moore, and the Ravens looked like they were going to be left for dead. And look at that. I mean, the NFL, you just can't. It's like you can't predict it. You used to be able to. Now it's getting harder and harder to predict what's going to happen.
I texted you the other night. 29 of 32 teams, guys, are within 2 games of first place.
Yeah, there's a lot of 3-win teams.
Of 32 teams within 2 wins of first place. Everybody but the Browns, the Giants, and the 49ers.
Yeah, but everybody, getting back to that Miami game, everybody was cheering because Cutler got hurt and Matt Moore went in. Here's his statistics: 25 for 44, 2 interceptions, a whopping 176 yards. I mean, everybody likes the backup quarterback for some reason. But, Miami.
Dallas is starting theirs.
Do what? Yeah, Dallas is starting theirs. Romo still.
Well, you
still
saw
available.
when we got rid of Moore this past week.
Yeah.
Romo moved back into the number 2 spot.
Romo's the backup right now after they cut Kellen Moore.
Yeah, but New England's been kind of. It's hard to believe they're 5-2. They've been in some close ball games, and then you think, okay, New England's on the way down, and then they blow out Atlanta on Monday night. I mean, it's just hard to put your finger on what's going on. Like the AFC South, you got Jacksonville, Tennessee, and Houston all right there together, 4-3, 3-3. You're looking at the AFC North, Baltimore all of a sudden 4-4, and they're only a game and a half behind Pittsburgh. Out in the West, Kansas City, they're 5-0. You're like, oh, this is Kansas City's year. Then they lose 2 in a row. Denver blows out your Cowboys. Kevin, and then they
lose to Buffalo.
Turn around and lose to Buffalo. Look, they've lost a couple in a row. If you go over to the East, Philadelphia still, I think they look good. They might be the best team in football at 6-1, and then Dallas and Washington both at 3-3. Very quietly, New Orleans is 4-2. Terry, I mean, it's kind of like doesn't seem that way. They lost on opening night. I remember that. Peterson had like 3 carries for 6 yards, and then they traded him to Arizona not too long after that. But look at that, they're 4-2. Carolina 4-3. You don't know which Carolina team's going to show up. I will say this: the Carolina fans need to lighten up on Shula. I mean, they have one bad game. They're ready to torch the guy. I mean, when he's doing well, they're fine. But they had a very bad game at Chicago. They had a bad game. But
But you speaking of New Orleans, I mean, one bad apple, and that was Peterson, and they got rid of him. So I mean, I think that just helped.
Yeah, he was a bad apple. Well, he had more yards in his first game than he did the rest of the year.
Yeah, after they got rid of him and sent him to Arizona.
Yeah,
Atlanta.
I think he's okay.
Atlanta 3-3. Minnesota looks pretty good at 4-2. Green Bay, they're 4-3. But Terry, you and I talked about that. I think they're done. with Rodgers' injury. Detroit still there at 3-3. Look at Chicago. Chicago's 3-4. Trubisky didn't play bad.
He only completed 4 passes, Tom.
What's that? I saw the one pass that he
completed 4.
I guess I saw. He was at only
7.
They threw the long touchdown pass.
He only completed 4 passes.
I saw the long touchdown passes, and look at Trubisky out there playing well. Really, he only completed 4 passes.
Here's the stat for you:
4 of 7, but he only threw 7. So it's not like a 4 of 21 game.
4 of 7.
Okay.
Yeah.
In the history of the NFL, only 3 games have been won with less than 5 completions.
Really? Wow.
Yeah. Think of this.
Mitchell Trubisky. He won. John Fox was the coach. Tim Tebow.
Guess who was the
won
coach?
a playoff game.
Yeah.
John Fox was the coach. And the other one, Chris Winkie of the Carolina Panthers. John Fox was the coach.
Hey, it's a formula for victory.
He doesn't
know
need
what
an
the coach
offense. Somebody
said?
give him an offense.
He managed the game.
Did he throw an interception?
You know.
Did Trubisky throw an interception?
I'm not sure if he
I'm
did
not sure on that or not. I don't think so, but I'm not sure.
Okay, he's over 50% completion. He did have the long pass for a touchdown.
153 total yards of offense, and you beat Carolina bad.
Hey, if Coach Fedora was coaching them right now, he would bench Trubisky for the backup because he would have had a better week through 5 picks in practice.
What was his stat? Pull it up on your magic
it's going to
machine
be
here.
a second on that. Like I said, this computer has not been updated.
But I just, and just watching that, I can't remember where I was during the game, but on my feed, it was just people just telling how Shula is the worst offensive coordinator ever and needs to be fired and da-da-da-da-da. And when I turned on the highlights, the only highlight of that game, did Chicago have an interception return for a touchdown? It seemed like maybe they did.
Yes, they did.
Yeah, I saw that, and I saw Trubisky's touchdown pass.
Jackson, the guy that returned it, he almost had as many total yards himself as the whole offense had the whole game. Like 2 yards. I think he had 151, and their total offense was 153.
Yeah. Well, I mean, just because you have one, I mean, you had a bad game. You're on the road. You had a bad game. So.
And then you get to do
chance.
press conferences that you decide to walk out of again.
He doesn't handle that very
No,
well.
he does not.
And
defeat does not go with him.
Yeah, and the comment, I found the comment towards the female reporter just strange. Like it wasn't. I would see if she was being rude or disrespectful or coming at him or something. She basically just was asking him a question about reading defenses or something of that nature, and or something. And that comment was like out of the blue. It was like, why did he say that? Because I could see like if she was correcting him or she was trying to act like she knew more about football than him, I could see that comment. But it was like, why did you say that to her? And then he lost the Dan and yogurt deal over that. So I don't know. That sure hurt his wallet. And then
I guess now he's come to the conclusions. If you ask me a question that I just do not want to answer, I'm best just to walk away.
But they'll get fined. They'll get fined for that in the NFL. They're supposed to do their press.
There's so much time that they're supposed to spend. Doing it.
So I don't know. I mean, he's still. I would say he's young, but he's been around now. He's been. He's been around for a while. So you're not a rookie anymore. So you got to learn how to handle these things. It's easy for us to say, but going through the rest, and one other team I'd like to talk about. Look at the Rams, 5-2. Who would have thought that?
Oh, Carson Dockery, that's his team. He's very proud of them now.
And Seattle right there at 4-2. Arizona, Palmer got hurt, so they may be done.
You still got Peterson.
So Cam Newton went 21 of 34, no touchdowns, 2 picks.
What Trubisky do?
4 of 7, no touchdowns, no picks, 107 yards. Here's the receiving.
Oh, so it wasn't a touchdown. The long pass wasn't a touchdown.
No, he got tackled like 5. Here's the receiving, Tom. Cohen, the running back, 1 catch, 70 yards. Zach Miller, the tight end, 2 catches. And some dude I've never heard of named Gentry got 1 catch. So
it's pretty easy to figure out.
Oh, there he is.
Catch.
Tanner Gentry. He got the other catch. So the passing game included the running back.
Hey, that's 3 receptions, 35 yards. I'm doing the math. That's 12 yards of reception. That's pretty good.
Yeah, that's in 7 games.
Hey, look, I'm trying to stick up for your Carolina boy.
No, you're making the point that Chaz Surratt should be the #1 pick in the draft is what you're doing because Mr. Trubisky was 4 of 7 and got drafted twice. And he's in Brandon Harris land as well.
Well, I should have looked at the line and just looking at because I'd read so much about it, and the Panthers fan were so irate, and I just watched on there. So look at Trubisky over there throwing deep ball. I figured he was throwing it all over him that day. But I stand corrected. But still, you're not out of it. I mean, look where you are. Carolina is at 4-3, so they're only a half game behind New Orleans. I mean, don't hit the panic button.
Here's some. Let's go over real quick some offensive and defensive kind of rankings. Kind of give you an idea of where teams are right now in the season. Carolina is 11th in defense scoring. This is scoring, giving up 19.9 points a game. On offense, though, however, the Carolina Panthers are ranked. I lost them. 23rd. They're only scoring 18.7 a game, so they're scoring 1 point less a game than they're giving up. Tom, your offense in Cleveland.
Don't even, please.
It's not the worst offense. Miami's the worst offense.
That's hard to believe.
All worst offense is in Miami at 13 points a game, Cleveland at 14.7, and the Giants 16. First place, the best offense. Go ahead, Terry, real quick.
Well, the only thing I was going to say to Tom is you about got in Cleveland what Carolina's got going on. You do not understand who's your quarterback. You keep switching every week, and your coach eventually, I think it's going to be his job. That's going to happen.
This is what happens when you have three kind of run-of-the-mill, mediocre, borderline second-string, third-string quarterbacks.
I agree.
And I think that Kaiser's skill set may be good enough for the pros, but his decision making is not.
What was the? I mean, we got a rookie. You got a rookie quarterback. You got the first pick in the draft. What was the expectations this year? Realistically, what was the expectations? 3, 4, 5
Did he come out there
wins?
too early? They put him into the game too early.
Oh no, because they got nobody else to put in. Who else they going to play?
I was really hoping Osweiler would work out.
I did too for a year.
That was good.
And
that would have been best.
And he's back with Denver.
Yeah,
he went back to Denver. How weird is that?
That would have been best for him to get at least a year and let Kaiser watch.
I think it would have been. I think it would have been. You're 0-7 anyway.
Yeah, well,
I mean, and
just play him. I mean,
and Cody Kessler looks good, and then he looks awful, and then I like the Hogan kid, but he's not your answer. So I think you got to go out and you got to get a free agency, or you got to trade, or you got to draft. You got to do something because
Cleveland. The only problem scares me is I got to win now, and I understand that, but you got to have a process. You like Houston's done. A steadily process up.
I think Cleveland,
and it's not just with the quarterback. They've got young guys all over.
I think as soon as they find a quarterback, it's all going to explode really quick because they've got a ton of picks the next 2 years. They used it all on defense last year. They get one playmaker, Tom, and I told you the other day, I want the Barkley kid from Penn State. They get one playmaker on that offense, and then you do get a quarterback, it's all going to get better really quick. They're going to go 8-8 1 year, and it's going to be better. You just got to be patient for 40 years, Tom.
Yeah, just got to be patient.
They kind of remind me of Philadelphia. Philadelphia every year is getting number ones in like the 76ers, and that's what Cleveland's doing. Every year they're getting a number one.
You have to use it correctly.
Yeah,
because if you draft Manziel's with your first round pick,
that's what I was telling Tom. If Cleveland the first 2 and 3 rounds will pick nothing but defenders and linemen the next couple of years. Where was Russell Wilson drafted? 3rd round. Tom Brady was it 7th round. Joe Montana 6th round. Tony Romo wasn't drafted. So why waste if you don't know for 100% sure that this quarterback is my stud? That's it. That's Troy Aikman. That's who the guy I want. You can see it. It's Cam Newton. That's the guy I want. If that's not it, pick a defender, pick a lineman, and then you really need a playmaker. Kaiser, who's he going to throw to over there?
Well, right now he's got no wide receivers.
Right.
The 2 tight ends are pretty good.
All right, we got breaks to get to in just a minute. Let's go over this real quick. I wanted to talk this morning, guys, about offense, defense real quick. Give me 2 teams and from each conference in the NFC and AFC that you think will be in the AFC championships. AFC championships, Terry. And I want to talk about their defense.
Okay, I think it's going to be New England, and as much as it pains me to say it, it'll probably be Pittsburgh.
I got the same too.
New England is 6th in offense. Pittsburgh is 18th in offense. However, Pittsburgh has the number 2 leader in rushing yards and the number 1 in receiving yards. Now, look at the defense, guys. We know New England's struggling, right? New England is 23rd.
Yeah, but they've come up. They were way down at the bottom.
A little bit. Now, listen to this. Y'all didn't know this, I bet, did you? Pittsburgh's 3rd.
So, well, there you go.
This is what I told Terry. I told Terry last night in the room. The Steelers are going to the Super Bowl.
I can't believe they'll not go if they have to go to New England. They'll not be able to get through that.
Third in defense, they have Big Ben, Le'Veon Bell, and Antonio Brown.
And I have said this forever: if New England has to go to Pittsburgh, they got a chance. If Pittsburgh's got to go there, forget it.
Right now, they're both 5-2.
Yep, they're both 5-2 right now. NFC, who you guys got?
I like Philadelphia. Doug Peterson was briefly the Browns quarterback, by the way.
He was one of the top 30 since Kozar retired.
And I tell you, I got to go with my good old Midwestern Rust Belt gut, and I think Minnesota. I think Minnesota's going to hang on, and they're going to be there at the end, especially
NFC Championship game.
Yeah, now that Packers are done.
Who'd you have, Minnesota and who?
I had Minnesota and Philadelphia.
Okay, Minnesota and Philadelphia. Terry?
Now, the whole NFC's all messed up now.
It is.
With Aaron Rodgers messed up and Atlanta not being the team I thought they would be, which I knew that was going to happen. I had them almost down at the bottom this year because I didn't think they'd make the playoff anyway. I still think Dallas. I think Dallas is going to come, even though that schedule don't look right and it is tough. I think the team is finally focused now, and it all depends on. See, there we go again with Elliott. What's going to happen to him? You know, is Dallas still going to be okay? If I had to pick now, I'm still going to go with Dallas because I think that they can beat Philadelphia. Philadelphia has no running game, and I think Dallas will be able to beat them. You know,
so who are they going to play?
Let's see. There's the question. Who is the other team? And if I have to pick one, I guess I'm going to sit back, and I don't want to take New Orleans because I don't think they can beat it. And
you're going to say Seattle. I bet he's going to go with Seattle.
That's the only other team I would know.
My NFC Championship game
I don't think it'd be LA.
Seattle and New Orleans, and I'm going to tell you why. All right, offensively, the Rams are first, Kansas City second, New Orleans is fourth. We all know they can sling it. Philadelphia's fifth, Dallas is seventh, Minnesota's all the way down at 19th. Tom, on the offense, but that's okay offensively. Now let's look over here at the defensively, because you can win with defense. The number one defense in the NFL is tied. Seahawks and Jaguars. So I've got Seahawks there. Tom, your Vikings are fifth. So that's not bad. Looking down the list, though, here we go on down the list. Philadelphia, 12th. Now here's where New Orleans has made improvements, Terry. 7 points a game better than last year. A whole touchdown better. They're down at 22 points a game. They're actually on now a top 15 defense. The New Orleans Saints.
And as long as you got Breeze, you got a chance.
They got a top 15 defense and Drew Brees, guys. They're for real.
But now we always say you got to be in the top 12.
Well, that's the
defensive wise. So it was 11 out of the 12 teams last year.
There's been 7, I think, on my stats. 7 teams out of the top 12 in NFL history that's won the Super Bowl.
It's amazing how many of these old quarterbacks are still doing it. You got Brady, you got Breeze, Rodgers before he got hurt. I mean, these old guys are still got it. There's a lot of them doing well in the NFL.
The Brady rules.
Yeah,
the Brady rules helped them all.
Yeah. Kansas City guys, their defense is dropping like a fly now. They're down to 19th.
Yeah,
they're 19th and New England's 23rd. Of
course, they got a good coach. You know, it's hard to go against Andy Reid. I mean, that was a.
He's a winner. He's
a winner.
Kansas City's 19th in defense. New England's 23rd. Pittsburgh is 3rd.
Okay, well,
Buffalo's 4th, but they don't have Ben Roethlisberger.
Pittsburgh went to Kansas City and beat them that area.
Well, and here we are again when we're talking about Jacksonville being so high. We're not even mentioning them.
They're
around.
Because the Browns have a better quarterback situation than Jacksonville does right now.
I don't know
if Jacksonville would call Colin Kaepernick or Romo, they might be a threat in the AFC, boys.
Romo's not coming.
He's the backup for Dallas.
He's Dallas' backup right now. He's still got a lock. They ain't cleared his locker out, Tom. Have not cleared his locker out. They're waiting for that ankle sprain. And
don't say his name 3 times. He might appear like Beetlejuice.
Tony. That's a good band. Anybody used to listen to Tony back in the day. But it's been fun for Tom. He's got to go. We talked a little bit long for him.
That's all right.
But anyway, Browns looking forward. There was one other thought I had on that. Oh, Browns. Talk about old quarterbacks. They're 0-7. They've had 30 quarterbacks since Bernie Kosar almost. If they're 0-7 anyway, why don't they just start Kosar this year?
Because Bernie's probably on parole right now, so he probably couldn't make the parole meetings and then make it to the game.
Check out. I hear OJ's available. We need to run him back.
I just feel sorry for him because you're probably going to come up at the end of this year and they're going to start looking at a quarterback again, and you've been doing that for the last 5 or 6 years.
You know, that's what they have to make a decision where they think Kaiser can go another year or not.
It is. If you want a funny YouTube, just go to YouTube and search Brown's dumpster fire and you watch that video. That was clever. I should have sent that to you. It's funny.
Yeah, we'll show Terry here during the break. All right, JP, we got to take a break. We'll take a double break here, and we'll come back, and me and Terry will finish up with some. Tom misses our NBA breakdown of LeBron and the Cavs not doing well right now.
I don't want to hear about it.
Are they as good as the Hornets, Tom?
Not right. They're trying to figure it out. I think there is a rumor that they're going to trade the pick they're going to get from the Nets for DeMarcus Cousins. I think I read that. They're talking about doing that, but I think they're doing a little bit too much of that. They're not.
They got LeBron playing point guard right now, actually.
Well, they've got you got to get it to mesh. Now I saw Golden
Are you
State
too old?
D-Wade bench. That's the oldest team in the league.
Yeah, you might be. You might.
I mean,
be.
you're starting to bring in Derrick Rose, people who have had their prime.
Yeah,
I still think Dwayne Wade's pretty good for you. I like.
Yeah,
that.
I mean, it's going to take a while to kind of.
And give that guy a lot of credit for taking a back seat, saying,
Dwayne Wade said, bench me.
Yeah, bench me.
Yeah, so we'll see. I mean, it's early. It's a long season. It's 82 games, so we'll see.
Quarterback ratings real quick. Cam Newton now 26th in the NFL. But in rating, but he's having one of his best years ever in completion percentage.
This Cam Newton hating session has been brought to you by KTC Broadcasting.
We didn't even said his name until now. We talked about the press conference.
He couldn't help himself.
And we just want 26th in passer rating. He's actually really good in percentage. I think he's up in the top 15 in completion percentage. It's the interceptions this year. The year he won MVP, he had 34 touchdowns, 10 picks. This year he's already got 10 picks.
Look at Ben Roethlisberger's right above him.
Yeah, but when your defense is second in the
conference,
that covers for your old man who's not as good as he used to be.
Then that means Ben should be the MVP this year.
Exactly. He should. I tried to tell him that 2 years ago. I tried to tell everybody, you got the number one rushing defense. You got the number one defense, number two offense. But, yeah, it's not that guy. Not that. That's like Cowboys fans thinking Dak's the MVP, not Zeke, right?
That's exactly right.
Just silly. All right, we'll be back just a minute. Double break, JP. Got to go. Thank you, Tom Sinafani, for coming in. We're about to watch the dumpster fire on YouTube.
Brian Reese of North Lincoln High School is this month's McDonald's KTC Broadcasting What's Up Shopper Scholar Athlete of the Month. Brian is the son of John and Dawn Reese and is a junior at North Lincoln High School. Brian is the #1 runner for the North Lincoln cross country team and also runs indoor and outdoor track. Brian has an A grade point average of 4.3438, and his advanced courses include AP Government and Politics, AP History, and AP Calculus. Extracurricular activities include member of the Beta Club, Habitat for Humanity, and the Fellowship of Christian Athletes. Brian is a member of the Denver United Methodist Church and is involved in mission trips, the youth group, and Sunday school. He also helps with Vacation Bible School and the North Lincoln Track Clinic. After graduation, Brian would like a career as a physical therapist or go into business. The McDonald's KTC Broadcasting What's Up Shopper Scholar Athlete Award is to recognize a student athlete not only for accomplishments in athletics, but also overall achievements in the classroom and for overall school and community citizenship.
The Renaissance Festival is back. Once Upon a Time is now. Saturdays and Sundays, September 30th through November 19th. Presented by Harris Teeter and Pepsi. 12 stages of nonstop entertainment.
Because it is just so much fun for everybody in the family. It doesn't matter what age you are.
A medieval amusement park, comedy, daredevil antics, and giant roasted turkey legs.
We love the Renaissance Festival.
Jousting nights, men in tights, shopping, music, dance, incredible value, and delicious foods.
We love to come and eat our way through the festival. Amazing things to eat, the turkey legs and the crepes and everything else. It's a highlight of our trip every year.
The Renaissance Festival is back. Discount tickets at Harris Teeter or renfestinfo.com.
Come to the Renaissance Festival.
Now you can earn 1,000 points for every night you stay at the Hampton Inn. It's part of the Hampton Inn's Grand Nights promotion. Your points will add up to unforgettable experiences. Find out more by visiting your nearest Hampton Inn. You'll always come back with a tale to share. Start turning points into stories worth sharing. Visit the Hampton Inn on Remount Road in Gastonia and start earning your points today.
Play golf at the Friendly Golf Club, the Deerbrook Golf Club in Shelby. Play and ride Monday through Friday for $33. After 1 p.m. for $28. Play and ride weekends for $45. And after 1 p.m., $35. And seniors play and ride Monday through Friday for $28. For your tee time, call Deerbrook Golf Club at 704-482-4653. Online at deerbrookgolfclub.com. Play and ride at the Friendly Golf Club today. Today's game is being brought to you in part by R&M Motors, Tire and Auto Center, and Pawn Shop of Cherryville. R&M does all types of major and minor repairs, including custom exhausts and inspections. Plus, they sell cars, trucks, and custom and stock golf carts, plus four-wheelers, dirt bikes, and more. In the pawn shop, you'll find guns, gold, and silver, and everything in between. And they buy and trade at R&M Motors, Tires and Auto Center, and Pawn Shop, both located on the Dallas-Cherryville Highway.
The Christmas layaway sale is underway at MS Power Sports in Gastonia. Come in for all the details and lay it away for Christmas. Kawasaki Brute Force 750 ATVs start at $89.99. The 2018 Suzuki GSX S750 starts at $79.99. And the 2017 Honda Rebel 500 starts at $59.99. And Tourmaster jackets are 20% off and get a free gun rack with the purchase of a new ATV during the Christmas layaway sale at MS Power Sports, 4904 Wilkinson Boulevard in Gastonia, online at mscycles.com.
All right, JP, we're back on the air, and thanks for everybody being with us this morning. Now me and JP are left by ourselves. Everybody's left to JP. I don't know what to say, man. Tom's gone. Kevin's gone. Got a few technical difficulties they're having to take care of right now. But what we're going to do here is I'm going to go back through the high school scores from last night, and then me and JP are going to call it a day for today. But again, there's some technical difficulties Kevin's having to take care of. But again, from last night, in the Southern Piedmont 1A Conference, it was Bessemer City going to 9-1 and 5-1 in the conference with a 60-15 win over Community School of Davison. It was Cherryville 27, Pine Lake Prep 7. Cherryville runs their record to 4-6 and 2-4 in the conference. And you know, as Coach Pruitt was talking about coming up this coming week, big game with them with Bessemer City. Plus, you know, how is this scenario of your playoffs going to round up, and does your rankings in Max Prep going to make a difference? You know, I know this will be the first year of this, so we know we're going to have some conflicts somewhere. It was Union Academy defeating Highland Tech 42-12. Highland Tech goes in conference play. Now, just in conference play, Highland Tech is 1-123. It was Thomas Jefferson beating the Mountain Island Charter last night 34-16. Thomas Jefferson goes to 10-0, 6-0 in the conference, wrapping up the conference title. In the South Fork Athletic 2A, a big win for East Lincoln, trailing 28-7 at halftime to West Lincoln. East Lincoln comes back and wins in overtime, 42-35, as Seth Willis was stopped about a half a yard short from getting into the end zone for that loss for West Lincoln. West Lincoln, a tough year, some big losses for them. East Burke, Fred T. Ford, I mean, you could just keep naming them. Lincoln in game, Maiden game, and then you put this one in there. That could have been 5 wins, and I mean, what a year that would have been. That would have turned their record to 8-2 instead of 3-7. It was Lincoln, and now with their 4th straight victory over North Lincoln, 56-41. Lincoln moves to 5-5 and 4-2 in the conference. Bandy's defeated Lake Norman Charter 42-16, and Maiden comes from behind late on Newton Conover to win 30-27, completing a 3rd and 28 pass for a touchdown. Maiden 10-0, 6-0 in the conference. In the Southwestern Athletic 2A, it was RS Central defeating East Gaston 28-22. Shelby had a rough time with East Rutherford at the start, but then pulled away in the second half. Shelby goes to 9-1 and 4-0 in the conference with a 28-7 victory. Only loss for Shelby this year was to South Point with an E out of South Carolina one of the top-ranked teams in the nation. It was South Point running their record to 10-0 and 4-0 in the conference with a 55-0 win over Chase, setting up the matchup next week between Shelby and South Point for the Southwestern Athletic 2A Conference. In the Northwestern Foothills 2A, it was Patton 63, Bunker Hill 20. Bunker Hill now with 10 losses for the 10th time in school history. Fred T. Ford with a big win last night, 49-6. The 10th team in Fred T. Ford's history with 7 victories of this year. Fred T. Ford 7-3, 3-2. A great year up there for Coach Miner. It was High Brighton 48, West Iredale 0. High Brighton goes to 10-0 and 5-0 on the year. A hard-fought High Brighton win a few weeks back, or about midway through the season, over Newton Conover, 18-17, to keep that undefeated streak going. But again, last night, High Brighton 48, West Iredale 0. In the Big South 3A Conference, it was Ashbrook 48, North Gaston 40. It was Crest 56, Burns 8. It was Crest now going to 7-3, 5-1, setting up a matchup next week with Kings Mountain, who was a 63-7 win over Forest View. Kings Mountain 9-1, 6-0. Next week, Kings Mountain at Crest for the Big South 3A Conference title. It was Stuart Kramer with a win in overtime over Hunter Huss, 21-14 for Stuart Kramer. They tie a school record with 7 victories. If they can win next week, it will be win number 8, the most in school history. In the Northwestern Athletic 3A, 4A, it was Hickory 38, Alexander 28. Alexander Central loses their first game of the year. They fall to 9-1, 5-1. For Hickory, a huge win to move their record to 7-3, 4-2. It was Watauga 42, Freedom 0. Surprised at the score here, but again, Watauga 42, Freedom nothing. Watauga 8-2 and 4-2 on the year. St. Stephen's beat South Caldwell 61-7 last night to keep their playoff hopes alive. They go to 4-6 and 3-3, and it was McDowell pulling into a first-place tie in the conference, 21-14. This is only in the 4A bracket. This is a double conference with the 3A, 4A, but the only 2 4A teams in it is South Caldwell and McDowell, and both of them have 1 victory, but South Caldwell did beat McDowell earlier in the year, so a big week coming up for those schools to see which one will be the 4A champion out of that conference. But again, this is Terry Reinhardt, and this has been our Campers Inn and Mitchem's Kitchen Sports Talk. And JP, for everybody out there, thanks to Tom Sanafani and Kevin Hastings, and again to JP, who's been running our show, buddy. Have a great week, and hope to see y'all next week on Friday Night Football.
It's quitting time. I said it's quitting time. I was the foreman. I was the one says when it's quitting time at Tara. Quitting time! Quitting time!
It's the grand opening of the new Renato Honda. The renovations are complete, and you're invited to drop by our new showroom. Check out the great deals this month, like 0.9% APR financing for the 2017 Honda Civics and Honda Accords. Offer ends October 31st. And check out the great specials in the service department. Don't get left out in the cold with a free winter battery test. And right now, get an oil change, tire rotation, and balancing, only $74.95. Don't miss the deals during the grand opening celebration at the new Renato Honda, located at Renato Auto Mall, 4423 East Dixon Boulevard, Shelby.
3 wide down the front straightaway, beating and banging on one another.
The Monster Energy NASCAR Cup Series playoffs.
How aggressive does Brad want to be, knowing that Kyle can return that favor?
Race 7 and the final 8 will mix it up in Martinsville.
You don't want to move them because Kyle will do the same thing to you.
The first data 500.
They are dead even right now.
Sunday at 2 on the Motor Racing Network.
The first data 500 Monster Energy NASCAR Cup Series race from Martinsville Speedway. Sunday afternoon at 2 o'clock on Big O Country, 1590 AM WCSL, and online at KTCBroadcasting.com.
Cakes and cookies, toys and gifts, Christmas at your fingertips.
It's the shopping event of the season, the Southern Christmas Show, November 9th through 19th at the Park Expo and Conference Center. Join us to celebrate the show's silver and gold 50th anniversary and shop hundreds of booths to find one-of-a-kind gifts for everyone on your list. Buy tickets online and save at SouthernChristmasShow.com.
Let's go! Christmas Show.
It's time to play at the Kings Mountain Country Club. Play and ride on the new cart paths. Play and ride 18 holes Monday through Friday for $28. Seniors 55 and older can ride and play 18 holes Monday through Friday for just $24. Play and ride 18 holes on weekends for just $37. For tee times, call 704-739-5871 for the Kings Mountain Country Club, located on 109 Country Club Drive in Kings Mountain.
What are you looking forward to most in life? In the book of Acts, in the first chapter, verse 9 says these words, "After saying this, he was taken up into a cloud while they were watching, and they could no longer see him. Two white-robed men suddenly stood among them. 'Men of Galilee,' they said, 'why are you standing here staring into heaven? Jesus has been taken from you into heaven, but someday he will return from heaven in the same way you saw him go.'" Something to look forward to is the return of Jesus. This is Vince Hefner, pastor of the First Baptist Church of Cherryville, saying, don't give in to sin. Think about it.
Z-Max Racing Classics, Friday afternoons at 1 o'clock from the Performance Racing Network, right here on 1590 AM WCSL, Cherryville, Gastonia.
Sunny start out this morning, but things will turn cloudy as we head into the afternoon. A cold front approaching from the west will bring some rain to the area as well, mainly this evening, tonight, and through tomorrow morning, but it would
on the Beach with Charlie Brown continues with more music in a moment.
There is nowhere for Bell to go.
The NASCAR Camping World Truck Series playoffs.
Oh, man, he got slammed at the exit of turn number 2.
Race 4 and the final 6 will bang fenders in Martinsville.
And now Christopher Bell, he wants out of that deal. He gives a real shot in the back bumper to Austin Cindric.
The Texas Roadhouse 200, presented by Alpha Energy Solutions.
Cindric spins up off of turn number 2.
Saturday at 12:30 on the Motor Racing Network.
The Texas Roadhouse 200 NASCAR Camping World Series truck race from Martinsville, Virginia. Saturday, October 28th at 12:30 on Big O Country, 1590 AM WCSL, and online at KTCBroadcasting.com.
Hi, this is Woody Durham for Doctors Doug Stroud, Jim Wilson, and Craig Thompson at Family Dental Care in Shelby. No matter the age, kids, teenagers, and adults, Doctors Stroud, Wilson, and Thompson will take care of your dental needs. They have over 50 years' experience serving the people of Cleveland County. Call 704-482-3281 for Family Dental Care at 416 West Warren Street in Shelby. That's Doctors Doug Stroud, Jim Wilson, and Craig Thompson. Kids love them, and you will too.
And now Family Dental Care takes his time to welcome Dr. Paul McMurray to their practice. Cooking out? Head to Hometown Hardware in Kings Mountain, your Traeger wood-fired grill dealer. You can grill, roast, bake, smoke, braise, and barbecue with your new Traeger wood-fired grill from Hometown Hardware. And buy now and get a free $50 accessory package. Now's the time to buy your new wood-fired Traeger grill and get a free $50 accessory package. And while at Hometown Hardware, see them for your fall lawn and garden needs, including beautiful selection of fall mums. Tell Howard we sent you in. Hometown Hardware, 110 South Railroad Avenue, Kings Mountain.
This is your Fessa John Hook inviting you to join me and my co-hostess Terry Gore for the I Love Beach Music Show, Wednesday afternoons 1 to 4, right here on The Boss, WOHS in Shelby and WLON in Lincolnton, your beach, oldies, and sports stations.
And W268CU, Shelby.
This is Rick Dees, and now back to the greatest beach music ever. Here's Charlie Brown.
On the Beach is brought to you in part by the King of Diamonds, Hayes Jewelers of Lexington, North Carolina. Bruce Hayes will pay you top dollar in cash for any gold, silver, diamond, or platinum jewelry you no longer want. These are the futures, followed by Sam Cooke.
I have
on the beach with Charlie Brown.
Don't know much about history. Don't know much biology. Don't know much about a science book. Don't know much about the French I took. But I do know that I love you. And I know that if you love me too, what a wonderful world this would be. Don't know much about geography. Don't know much trigonometry. Don't know much about algebra. Don't know what a sliding rule is for. But I do know 1 and 1 is 2. And if this one could be with you, what a wonderful world this would be. Now, I don't claim to be an A student, but I'm trying to be. For maybe by being an A student, baby, I can win your love for me. Don't know much about history. Don't know much biology. Don't know much about a science book. Don't know much about the French I took. But I do know that I love you. And I know that if you love me too, what a wonderful world this would be. La ta 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 ta. History. Biology. Well, la ta 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 ta. Science book. French I took. Yeah, but I do know that I love you. And I know that if you love me too, what a wonderful world this would be.
The number one song on the On the Beach all-time top 40 is by Billy Ward and the Dominoes, 60-Minute Man.
60-minute man, 60-minute man.
Look here, girls, I'm telling you now, they call me love and dad. I'll rock 'em, roll 'em all night long. I'm a 60-minute man. If you don't believe I'm all I say, come up and take my hand. When I let you go, you'll cry, oh yes, he's a 60-minute man. There'll be 15 minutes of kissing. Then you holler, please don't stop. Don't stop. There'll be 50 minutes of teasing, and 50 minutes of squeezing, and 50 minutes of blowing my top. If your man ain't treating you right, come up and see old Dan. I'll rock 'em, roll 'em all night long. I'm a 60-minute man. 60-minute man. Call him the loving Dan. I'll rock, roll all night long. I'm a 60-minute man. 60-minute man. They call me loving Dan. I'll rock 'em, roll 'em all night long. I'm a 60-minute man. There'll be 15 minutes of kissing. Then you holler, please don't stop. Don't stop. There'll be 50 minutes of teasing, and 50 minutes of squeezing, and 50 minutes of blowing my top. If your man ain't treating you right, come up and see old Dan. I'll rock 'em, roll 'em all night long. I'm a 60-minute man, oh yeah. 60-minute man.
The Queen of Soul, Aretha Franklin, is on the beach now with Respect.
The explosion of color, the crispness in the air. It was as if time was suspended over that tiny cabin. Each autumn, the family would gather at Uncle Ray's cabin. I'd been coming with them since they started dating in high school. But this autumn, the reunion would become a union. This autumn, he'd present her with the diamond he'd selected at Hayes Jewelers in Lexington. Since 1939, Hayes Jewelers has been making dreams come true for couples throughout the region. Bruce Hayes, the king of diamonds, has been dedicated to matching diamonds, budgets, and dreams. His mom and dad will be there. Uncle Ray will swear that the cabin is magic, and it'll be a moment they'll both remember forever. If this is to be your autumn, do as so many others have done, and make a visit to Hayes Jewelers on Highway 8 North at Business 85 in Lexington. Remember, a gift lasts a season, but a Hayes Jewelers diamond is forever.
From Shelby, turn off Highway 74 at Highway 226, up Highway 226 to the caution light at Zion Church Road. There on the corner is Kibo's. Been there for over 20 years. Kibo's, where you'll find Hunt Brothers Pizza, snacks, candy, chips, also soft drinks, hand-dipped and packaged ice cream, bread, tobacco products, and much more. Yes, that's Kibo's. And don't forget to fill that vehicle up with gasoline at Kibo's 226 North at the caution light in Shelby.
It's time to tee it up at the Found Mountain Golf Course. Play and ride all day, Monday through Friday for $28. Senior rate is $25. Play and ride 18 holes, Monday through Friday for $21. Seniors play for $18. Play and ride weekends and holidays for $28. For your tee time, give them a call at 828-433-4950. The Pine Mountain Golf Course. Come and play today.
Flu shots are now available at the Falston Pharmacy in Falston, at Allen Drug Store in Stanley, and at Medical Center Pharmacy in Cherryville. Come get yours today. And now all three stores can bill Medicaid along with Medicare and Blue Cross Blue Shield. Be ready when that old flu bug tries to put you down. Get your flu shot now and be ready to fight back. Get yours today at Allen Drug Store, Main Street in Stanley, Falston Pharmacy, Highway 18 North in Falston, and at Medical Center Pharmacy, 607 East Academy Street in Cherryville.
And a very pleasant good morning. Thank you for joining us right here on the Boss on a Saturday morning. Now, guess who I've got with me this morning? Calvin. Good morning, Calvin. How are you?
Hey, good morning, Steve. We're doing fine and dandy like a bowl of candy. We're broadcasting live here at MS Power Sports, 4084 Wilkerson Boulevard in Gastonia. Calvin Hastings, Steve Perkins, Bob Days, Wild Bill from down the hill. They are all here this morning, and the only thing missing is you. So hop in the car and head on down. We got some Subway sandwiches from Big Al and the gang at Subway in Boger City. And we got some great fries. I'm sorry. It is. That's right. Belmont. Well, it's owned by the same guys. So there you go. So Big Al Long, we appreciate all his help for helping us out here at MS Power Sports. And they got some great deals going on. It's a Christmas layaway sale going on right now at MS Power Sports. And no matter where you are, it's not too far. And it's the last weekend for the Hunter Special. We get a free gun rack with any new ATV purchase. Tourmaster jackets up to 30% off. Plus, check out their Halloween clearance table for some incredible savings on parts and accessories. So come on out and see us. And, Perk, tell us about the prizes we're giving away today.
We're giving away 3 rounds of golf at the Carter Mountain Golf Course. Southern Christmas Show tickets. Tickets to the Shady Side Dragway, 25-hour gift card to Whiskey Mill, Bar and Grill, and Best Press City, and those beautiful Balls T-shirts. They got balloons hanging up with big old scary faces on them. They're ready to do some dealing with you today. It's just not a one-stop shop. They got Honda, Suzuki, Kawasaki, Honda Power Equipment, you name it, they got it. So come on out. It's a beautiful day, a beautiful morning. Come on out and join us. The game, we're having a big time. We'll be here with you until at least 2 o'clock.
All right. Thank you there, Steve. And we're going to send it back to Mr. Steve Robay and more of On the Beat with Charlie Brown.
Southern Soul, y'all.
Do you like good music? That sweet soul music. Just long as it's swinging. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. We are here on the floor, y'all. I'm going to a go-go. Dancing with the music. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Spotlight on Lou Ross, y'all. I don't look for y'all. Say you love the hurting thing, y'all. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
On the beach, here's some more sweet soul music. Ain't no big thing by the Radiance.
Ain't no big thing. Ain't no big thing. Ain't no big thing. Ain't no big thing. Oh, I got a feeling that I am losing you. But what's the use? Why worry when there's nothing I can do? Oh, ain't no big thing. Ain't no big thing. Ain't no big thing. Ain't no big thing. Run on, little girl. Run on your merry way. But don't forget, everyone has his day. Oh, ain't no big thing. Ain't no big thing. Ain't no big thing.
Hello, 1, 2, 3. Okay. Do it again. No, I don't get you. Hold on a second. Check. Hello, hello, hello. 1, 2, 3. You hear me? I'm not coming. You hear program? You don't hear anything coming back down the line. 1, 2, 3. Check. Check, check, check. Okay, all right. I'm right here. Standing by. Bye.
I never had a love to call my own. I was about to give up, and then you came along. Just to have your tender ways thrills me for days and days. I don't care what nobody says. I want you for always. Now that I found you, I wanna stay around you. So make me yours. Make me yours. Make me yours. You already conquered my heart and my soul. Now I want you to take full control. Yeah, I need the love that only you can give. If I can't have it, I don't want to live. No, I never had a love so sweet. I never thought I'd be lucky enough to meet a guy with all your charms, to hold me with loving arms, make me feel secure and warm, cause my heart to run. Now that I found you, I wanna stay around you. So make me yours. Make me yours. Now that I found you, I wanna stay around you. So make me yours. Make me yours. Take me, baby. You
me about it. If you're looking for a love that you'll never get tired of, make me yours, make me yours, make me yours, make me yours, not just for a little while, baby, but forever, darling.
The song At the Top of the Stairs by the Formations was co-written and produced by the Rock and Roll Hall of Famer Leon Huff of Gamble and Huff. In addition to being an on-the-beach favorite, the song is a Northern Soul classic in England.
Music and Charlie Brown, a perfect bond.
Wallace & Graham, attorneys at law, an established and respected North Carolina firm of 35 years, representing clients in all areas of the law: personal injury and wrongful death, auto accidents, work-related injuries, defective consumer products, asbestos and chemical exposure, Social Security disability, chemical-related cancers or disability, wage and hour discrimination, nursing home abuse or neglect. If you need help in any of these areas, we can help. Go online to wallacegraham.com, that's wallacegraham.com, and learn more about us and what we can do for you. Or call us for a free consultation, 800-849-5291. That's 800-849-5291. Wallace & Graham, attorneys at law, representing clients in all areas of the law. We are with you every step of the way and will represent you with drive, passion, and heart. Contact wallacegraham.com.
New Serum Brewing Company was founded in the heart of Salisbury, North Carolina in 2012. Co-founders Andy Mabin and John Moscardini discuss some of New Serum's brews.
The Blood Orange Wheat is just super popular, really light, refreshing. It's a Hefeweizen that we back sweeten with blood oranges. The way we came about with blood oranges, I lived in Florida and Italy, and they're real popular. Andy was kind enough to put some blood orange in one of his Hefeweizens to kind of try something different, and it's become real popular.
We have an IPA called Old Stone House IPA. It's named after the oldest house in Rowan County. It is made with 7 different hop strains, 8 different additions, and we also use a little bit of honey malt instead of using the Cara malts or crystal malts. I'm a firm believer that I think honey malt deserves to be in a showcased IPA.
Like New Serum Brewing Company on Facebook. Also visit our website at newserumbrewing.com.
Consistency is one of our big things. We definitely are a southern brewery with southern ingredients, and we try our best to knock it out of the park. Ask your bartender, your local watering hole, I want New Serum Brewing Company.
There are over 40 corporate IGA stores in North Carolina, South Carolina, and Georgia, and many other local independent IGA stores near you open 7 days a week. Whether you need fresh produce, table-right meats, great IGA brands, baked goods, and so much more, the IGA stores strive to give you the best values around. IGA's guarantee low prices and their no frequent shopper card policy means everybody gets the best value every day.
Guaranteed low prices, IGA.
It's the Christmas layaway sale going on now at MS Power Sports in Gastonia. Hi, I'm Calvin Hastings, and I would invite you to join the boss as we broadcast live this Saturday, October 28th, during the Christmas layaway sale at MS Power Sports in Gastonia. We'll be there from 10 a.m. till 2 p.m. We'll have free Subway sandwiches from Subway in Belmont. Register to win some great prizes, including Southern Christmas Show tickets, free rounds of golf, a $25 gift card to the Scoreboard Shop in Gastonia, and a $25 gift card to the Homestead Restaurant in Lincoln. Also, Boss T-shirts and more. And check out the great deals on bikes, ATVs, and side-by-sides with name brands like Suzuki, Kawasaki, and Honda. And now through October 31st, get a free gun rack with the purchase of a new ATV. And Tourmaster jackets are 20% off. So plan now to be there this Saturday, October 28th, during the Christmas layaway sale at MS Power Sports, 4804 Wilkinson Boulevard, Gastonia. Online at mscycles.com.
And let's go to MS Cycles. Good morning, folks. How you doing?
Hey, good morning there, Steve. We're doing fine, and hopefully we'll get our technical difficulties worked out here this morning. Kevin Hastings
the man
to the rescue.
now he come to rescue us again.
That's right. We need it every time here, don't we?
Every time for some reason.
Well, we got a big sale going on. It's a big Christmas layaway sale.
Yes, it is.
And Mr. Perk, they got a lot of things happening.
Yes, they do. And we got a lot of good gifts to give away today, Calvin. And we got free rounds of golf at Crowder's Mountain Golf Course, Southern Christmas Show tickets, all the ladies like that.
Better believe it.
Tickets to the Shady Side Dragway, $25 gift card to the Whiskey Mill and Bar and Grill in Vesper City. Those beautiful Boss T-shirts. Come on out here and register to win. We got some Subway sandwiches from Al Ann over in Belmont. Boy, they're good. Al Long.
I'm
sorry. Well, you messed up a while ago. I'm entitled to one.
That's right. One.
Now you
That's
take
just
it and tell
one.
about some of the sales they got.
Oh, listen, they got some great deals here. Got a Kawasaki Brute Force 750. Where you going, Chase? It's Kawasaki Brute Force 750 for only $89.99. Suzuki starting at $79.99. Got a 2017 Honda Rebel 500 starting at $59.99, and the 2017 Honda Pioneer 500 is on sale for $89.99. And this is the last weekend for the Hunter Special. You get a free gun rack with the new ATV purchase, and the Tourmaster jackets, they're up to 30% off.
And that's a pretty jacket. I looked at one outside a while ago. And Calvin, they've got a Spider right here, a 3-wheel Spider. Now, we've looked at these things brand new. They sell for around $35,000. This one's got low mileage on it. They got this thing listed for $18,000. Now, that's a deal right there.
That's about half price of what you'll find elsewhere.
And it's absolutely beautiful.
It looks like a spider, don't it?
I went out there and sat on it.
That thing will bite you.
It'll bite you.
That'd be a good Halloween vehicle, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
We could take that one down the Haunted Trail.
Real slow.
That's right. All right, come see us, MS Power Sports, McKinney Salinas Power Sports, mscycles.com. That's where you'll find them on the internet. And we're located at 4804 Wilkinson Boulevard, right here in Gastonia. All right, Steve, we're going to send it back to you and more of On the Beach with old Charlie Brown.
Hi, everybody. It's me, Richard, the king of the sweats. And I'm working out with my friend Charlie. And if he plays just one more great song on the beach, it's all over for me. Uh-oh, here it comes. I'm melting. I'm melting. Your love lifted me higher than I've ever been lifted before. So keep it up, quench my desire. I'll be at your side forevermore. You know your love, lifting me higher.
Stone by the Four Tops was the B-side of 7 Rooms of Gloom, and it also charted.
Here's a taste of Philly soul on the beach with Charlie Brown.
Cowboys and girls. I remember when I used to play shoot 'em up, bang, bang, baby. I remember when I chased the girls and beat 'em up. But I was young and didn't understand. But now I'm a grown-up man. I know girls are made for kissing. Never knew what I was missing.
comedy Get Smart, starring Don Adams, went on the air in 1965. Don played secret agent
Maxwell Smart.
and one of his ongoing catchlines was,
Would you believe?
You may wonder what that's got to do with beach music. Well, I'm going to tell you. In 1967, a Charlotte band called The Tempests decided to jump on that line and recorded a song, Would You Believe, that's become a beach music classic.
If you need love, baby, I got it. If you need money, baby, I got it. Oh, you need a good time, girl, baby, I got it. I got arms to hold you, I got a heart to love you, I got lips to kiss you. Would you believe I got everything you need now? Need satisfaction, baby, I got it. Good reaction, baby, I got it. Oh, you need a thrill now, baby, I got it. I got arms to hold you, I got a heart to love you, I got lips to kiss you. Would you believe I got everything you need now? Oh, yeah. If you need love, baby, I got it. If you need money, baby, I got it. Oh, you need a good time, girl, baby, I got it. I got arms to hold you, I got a heart to love you, I got lips to kiss you. Would you believe I got everything you need now? You don't have to wish, girl, to make your dream come true.
On the beach, the Temptations are just ahead.
Hayes Jewelers of Lexington, North Carolina, and the Ocean Drive Beach and Golf Resort present the 23rd Annual Carolina Beach Music Awards Weekend. The award show is Sunday, November 12th at the Alabama Theater, featuring the best in Carolina beach and shag music for 2017. Tickets are available by calling the box office at 800-342-2262. That's 800-342-2262, or purchase online at cami.org. The 5-day celebration kicks off Wednesday, November 8th and continues Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, featuring the best of Carolina beach music bands and DJs at the participating clubs. For more information, visit our website at cami.org. That's www.cami.org. Or give us a call at 888-323-2822.
Stuck in a state of falling behind, struggling to keep up with your kids, your finances, your insurance, your life? Then let State Farm agent Billy Rowland in Lincoln help you simplify and get to a better state. Because with Billy handling your auto, home, and life insurance, you'll have more time to handle everything else. More money, too. Because adding State Farm policies can earn discounts that could add up to 40% and actually help you get ahead. Call State Farm agent Billy Rowland in Lincoln today and get to a better state with State Farm.
No matter where you live, if you're looking for a motorcycle, head to Greer, South Carolina to Cherokee Cycles. With name brands like Indian, Victory, and Polaris, you can't go wrong. Ask about special financing programs. And be sure to pick up this week's What's Up Shopper for great buys on used bikes. That's Cherokee Cycles, located at 1700 South Highway 14 in Greer, South Carolina. Your dealer for Indian, Victory, and Polaris Motorsports. Get your insurance quote today from Gaylord Brawley Nationwide Insurance Agency in Shelby. Call and talk with Bart, Gary, Heather, or Gaylord today. They've been serving individuals, families, and businesses in Cleveland County for over 24 years, offering auto, home, business, or life insurance. They strive to exceed their customers' expectations. Expect the best, and you get the best. With Gaylord Brawley Nationwide Insurance Agency, 1235 Austin Road, Highway 18 North in Shelby. Call 704-484-2680 today.
Here's another classic from the On the Beach all-time Top 40.
Number 5.
On the Beach listeners have heard this story, but since we always have new listeners, I'm telling it again. In 1964, I was on the radio on WKIX in Raleigh when Mac Davis came to town, but not as a performer. Mac was with the VJ label, and he brought me a new record, the Shoop Shoop song by Betty Everett. Now, that record became a huge hit. Mac and Betty became big stars, and me, I'm still playing that song on the radio.
Does he love me? I wanna know. How can I tell if he loves me so? Is it in his eyes? Oh no, you'll be deceived. Is it in his eyes? Oh no, he'll make believe if you wanna know. If he loves you so, it's in his kiss. That's where it is. Oh yeah, or is it in his face? Oh no, it's just his charm in his one embrace. Oh no, that's just his arm if you wanna know. If he loves you so, it's in his kiss. That's where it is. Oh, it's in his kiss. That's where it is. Oh, kiss him and squeeze him tight and find out what you wanna know. If it's love, if it really is, is there in his kiss about the way he acts? Oh no, that's not the way, and you're not listening to all I say. If you wanna know, if he loves you so, it's in his kiss. That's where it is. Oh yeah, it's in his kiss. That's where it is. Oh, kiss him and squeeze him tight and find out what you wanna know. If it's love, if it really is there in his kiss about the way he acts? Oh no, that's not the way, and you're not listening to all I say. If you wanna know, if he loves you so, it's in his kiss. That's where it is. Oh yeah, it's in his
We've already heard some On the Beach fantastic flip sides today, and here's another one. We're gonna hate ourselves in the morning by Clifford Curry.
I'm gonna hate myself in the morning. I'm gonna hate myself, I know. I'm gonna hate myself in the morning, baby. Right now, I don't know. Come here, girl, and kiss me again. Let's try to kiss away all of our sins now. What you gonna say when you go home, girl? How you gonna tell him you're doing him wrong? You're gonna hate yourself in the morning, baby. Hate yourself, that's right. You're gonna hate yourself in the morning, but right now it's still the night. I know it's wrong for us to go on seeing each other this way, yeah. 'Cause at the break of dawn, love will be gone, but right now we can't break away. We'll just hate ourselves in the morning, baby. Hate ourselves, that's right. We're gonna hate ourselves in the morning, but right now it's still the night. We're gonna hate ourselves in the morning, baby. Hate ourselves, that's right. Yeah, we're gonna hate ourselves in the morning, yeah, but right now it's still the night. We're gonna hate ourselves in the morning, baby. Yeah, hate ourselves, that's right. We're gonna hate ourselves in the morning, baby, but right now it's still the night.
Hi, this is Mike Taylor with the Holiday Band. Stay right here with me and Charlie Brown on the beach. Wallace & Graham, attorneys at law, an established and respected North Carolina law firm of 35 years, representing clients in all areas of the law: personal injury and wrongful death, auto accidents, work-related injuries, defective consumer products, asbestos and chemical exposure, Social Security disability, chemical-related cancers or disability, wage and hour discrimination, nursing home abuse or neglect. If you need help in any of these areas, we can help. Go online to wallacegraham.com. That's wallacegraham.com and learn more about us and what we can do for you. Or call us for a free consultation. 800-849-5291. That's 800-849-5291. Wallace & Graham, attorneys at law, representing clients in all areas of the law. We're with you every step of the way and will represent you with drive, passion, and heart.
New Serum Brewing Company in Salisbury, North Carolina's basic principle is creating great craft beer. Co-founder John Moscardini and brewmaster extraordinaire Andy Mabin explains some of New Serum's brews.
Our High Rock Red Ale, smooth, easy drinking. It's probably the most complex beer we have. There's 8 different malts in that beer, and we use mostly Fuggles East Kent Goldings and Wheatbread Goldings variety English-based hops for it.
We also have Roundhouse Robust Porter, which is our dark beer, a nice dark thick porter, and we named it after the Roundhouse of the Transportation Museum in Spencer there, which is all Rowan County. We come out with Dunn's Mountain Cucumber Kolsch. That was a Kolsch ale that we brewed with cucumbers from Patterson Farms. So we try to keep regional ingredients in all of our brews as much as possible.
Like New Serum Brewing Company of Salisbury on Facebook. Visit our website at newserumbrewing.com.
If people want bold, innovative, all-world technique, clean, clear beer that has big, full body and flavor, then New Serum's where it's at.
And good morning. We're live right here at the Moss. We're going to go live and remote with Calvin at MS Power Sports. Good morning, Calvin. Hey, Mr. Perk, how y'all doing?
Hey, thank you there. We got Bob Daves here right now. Bob,
Hey, Bob.
I tell you what, Bob, he is the man of the hour. He brought Krispy Kreme donuts with him. Yeah.
And they're gone, Steve. I'm sorry.
Ethan and Lim showed up, so I know we're about 3 or 4 of them's gone anyway. So that exactly. We got Subway sandwiches from Subway in Belmont. We appreciate Al Long and the gang there helping us out and do a good job as always. And
absolutely.
We got some good turkey subs, don't we, Bob?
I'm serious. Those are good.
And Bob, we got some good giveaways too. What are we looking at today?
Absolutely. Free rounds of golf at the Crowdersville Golf Course. Tickets to the Southern Christmas Show. Tickets to the Shady Side Dragway, and a $25 gift card, the Whiskey Mill Bar and Grill, and those ever famous Boss T-shirts.
That's for sure. They got that. Now, this is the last weekend for the Hunter Special. Free gun rack with any new ATV
You can't
purchase.
go wrong with a free gun rack.
Final weekend. So get out here and take advantage of this. Tourmaster jackets up to 30% off, and they got a Halloween clearance table. That's scary. Hey, they got incredible savings on parts and accessories. See, I heard the spook there. Better believe it. Hey, lay away for Christmas. Call in for all the details or come on by and see them. They got a Suzuki. Let's see, this is a 2018 model. 2018 GSX S750 for $79.99. Got that Kawasaki Brute Force 750 starting at $89.99. 2017 Honda Rebel 500 starting at $59.99. And the 2017 Pioneer 500 starting at $89.99. So come on out and see us. We'll be here till 2 o'clock. Have lunch with us. Register to win these prizes. A lady from Bessemer City came by a minute ago, and she says, I got to register for those Southern Christmas Show tickets.
That's right.
Yes, she wants them real bad. All right, we're at MS Power Sports, and online it's mscycles.com, 4804 Wilkinson Boulevard here in Gastonia. Back to you, Steve.
This is the voice of the Blue Devils, David Shoemate, inviting you to join us for the 2017 edition of Duke Blue Devils football. We'll bring you all the action all season long, including in-depth analysis and exclusive access to players and coaches before the opening kick and after the final whistle. This is your exclusive source for Duke football.
Duke, North Carolina, and Clemson football right here on the Boss of Big O Country, your beach oldies and sports stations.
Sunday lunch can only mean one thing, a trip to Mitchem's Kitchen in Vail, of course, for their famous fried chicken. Try their Sunday lunch special for only $7.29. Select from fried chicken, chicken rice and gravy, or barbecue, with the freshest vegetables including green beans, mashed potatoes, mac and cheese, baked beans, and more. all topped off with one of their famous desserts. Come out this Sunday for some good old home cooking. Mitchem's Kitchen, Highway 27 West at the 274 intersection in Vale.
How nice of you to drop by. Your treats are up the stairs, down the hall, and in the laboratory.
In the cool of the evening when everything is getting kind of groovy, I call you up and ask you if you'd like to go with me and see a movie. First you say no, you got some plans for the night, and then you stop and say, alright, love is kinda crazy with a spooky little girl like you. You always keep me guessing, I never seem to know what you are thinking. And if a fella looks at you, it's for sure your little eye will be a-winking. I get confused cause I don't know where I stand, and then you smile and hold my hand. Love is kinda crazy with a spooky little girl like you. Spooky. If you decide someday to stop this little game that you are playing, I'm gonna tell you all the things my heart's been a-dying to be saying. Just like a ghost, you've been haunting my dreams, so I propose on Halloween. Love is kinda crazy with a spooky little girl like you. Spooky, spooky, oh, alright, I said spooky, oh, yeah.
Halloween is just around the corner, so let's close this edition of On the Beach with the most popular Halloween song of all time, the Monster Mash.
I was working in the lab late one night when my eyes beheld an eerie sight. For my monster from his slab began to rise, and suddenly, to my surprise,
He did the mash.
He did the monster mash.
The monster mash.
It was a graveyard smash.
He did the mash.
It caught on in a flash.
He did the mash.
He did the monster mash. From my laboratory in the castle east to the master bedroom where the vampires feast, the ghouls all came from their humble abodes to get a jolt from my electrode.
They did the mash.
They did the monster mash.
The monster mash.
It was a graveyard
They
smash.
did the mash.
It caught on in a flash.
They did the mash.
They did the monster mash. The zombies were having fun. The party had just begun. The guests included Wolfman, Dracula, and his son. The scene was rocking, all were digging the sounds. Igor on chains, backed by his baying hounds. The coffin bangers were about to arrive with their vocal group, the Crypt Kicker Five.
They played the mash.
They played the monster mash.
The monster mash.
It was a graveyard
They
smash.
played the mash.
It caught on in a flash.
They played the mash.
They played the monster mash. Out from his coffin, Rex's voice did ring. Seemed he was troubled by just one thing. Opened the lid and shook his fist and said, "Whatever happened to my Transylvania twist?"
It's now the mash.
It's now the Monster Mash.
The Monster Mash.
And it's a graveyard smash.
It's now the mash.
It's caught on in a flash.
It's now the mash.
It's now the Monster Mash. Now everything's cool. Drax a part of the band, and my Monster Mash is the hit of the land. For you, the living, this mash was meant to. When you get to my door, tell them God is sent.
Then you can mash.
Then you can Monster Mash.
The Monster Mash.
And do my graveyard smash.
Then you can mash.
You'll catch on in a flash.
Then you can mash.
Then you can Monster Mash. Mash.
Monster Mash.
You in
Monster Mash.
Mash.
Monster Mash. Monster Mash.
On the Beach with Charlie Brown is a production of the Gold Standard Radio Network. Chris Beachley is the executive producer. Chris and I expect you back on the beach next week, same time, same station, for more music and more memories.
The game plays right here.
Are you ready for some football?
Your sports leader, WOHS Shelby, WLON Lincoln, WCSL Cherryville Gastonia, and W268CU Shelby.
There is nowhere for Bell to go.
The NASCAR Camping World Truck Series playoffs.
Oh, man, he got slammed at the exit of turn number 2.
Race 4 and the final 6 will bang fenders in Martinsville.
And now Christopher Bell, he wants out of that deal. He gives a real shot in the back bumper to Austin Cindric.
The Texas Roadhouse 200, presented by Alpha Energy Solutions.
Cindric spins up off of turn number 2.
Saturday at 12:30 on the Motor Racing Network.
The Texas Roadhouse 200 NASCAR Camping World Series truck race from Martinsville, Virginia. Saturday, October 28th at 12:30 on Big O Country, 1590 AM WCSL, and online at KTCBroadcasting.com.
Is the cost of ink driving your profits down? Then listen up. Discount Ink Jet and Toner is here to help. Discount Ink Jet and Toner specializes in refilling ink jet and toner cartridges. Cut your ink costs by as much as 50% or more. Discount Ink Jet and Toner, located on 410 East Franklin Boulevard in Gastonia. 100% satisfaction guaranteed.
Check out what the Green Meadows Golf Club on Kelly Road in Mount Holly has to offer. On Wednesday, you can play all day for $28, including cart and green fee. And ladies, Wednesday is your day too. Ladies play and ride all day for only $15. To make your tee time, call the Green Meadows Golf Club at 704-827-9264. You'll love it. The Green Meadows Golf Club, located at 957 Kelly Road in Mount Holly. Come see what they have to offer.
What's Shelby's best-kept secret? It's the Hub Cafe. Tucked away inside Medical Arts Pharmacy, the Hub has delicious home-cooked meals with wonderful meat entrees and the largest selection of veggies in town. Daily, off the grill, choose from hamburger, hot dogs, homemade chicken, and egg salad sandwiches, as well as killer club sandwiches. All this plus delicious desserts at the Hub Cafe, open for breakfast and lunch. Located inside Medical Arts Pharmacy, 108 Grover Street, across from the hospital in Shelby.
Sunny start out this morning, but things will turn cloudy as we head into the afternoon. A cold front approaching from the west will bring some rain to the area as well, mainly this evening, tonight, and through tomorrow morning, but I wouldn't rule out a sprinkle or stray shower during the afternoon hours today. It will be warmer, though, highs upper 60s to around 70. Rain likely tonight, wouldn't rule out a rumble of thunder. Look for a low around 50. Tomorrow, some showers in the morning, clearing breezy for the afternoon. Highs in the upper 50s to around 60, with temps falling during the afternoon. I'm Nate Johnson.
Currently from the KTC Broadcasting Studios, it's 11:12, and the temperature is 51 degrees.
It's time to stock up for back to school with cash from Basic Finance in Shelby. You can get a loan from $500 to $7,500 at Basic Finance in Shelby. With Basic Finance in Shelby, you get fast, friendly, confidential customer service. They are behind you with the money you need and are a member resident lender in North Carolina. Basic Finance, 306 East Dixon Boulevard in Shelby. Call 704-481-0111. Open Monday through Friday, 8:30 a.m. till 5:30 p.m. Golf on Saturday, church on Sunday.
And a very pleasant
hardwood flooring for your home? Then head to Flooring America in Kings Mountain or Carpet One Interiors in Ranlow. Right now, at both locations, you'll find a big selection of in-stock hardwoods on sale, priced as low as $2.99 a square foot. That's right, only $2.99 a square foot at Flooring America, located at 602 Slater Street in Kings Mountain, and Carpet One Interiors in Ranlow.
And thank you, Smoke. Glad you were here this morning. And, of course, let's go live to MS Power Sports. Good morning, Calvin, Mr. Perk, hey, and Bob, and Gerald, if you're there.
No, Gerald ain't here. He laid out on us this morning. But you got me, Bob, and Calvin.
That's right. Yeah, Gerald can't make it today. Kevin came down and
That's
saved
right.
the day,
well,
too,
Mama
for us.
came with us,
Yep.
brought the
Yep.
grandbaby. So we've had a good morning, had some people out shopping, looking for some of these motorcycles, trying out these Subway sandwiches. And boy, they are good already.
Yeah, I want to thank Al Long and the gang at Subway in Belmont. Don't forget in Lincoln, he's got a location in Bossier City. Folks listening on WLON, and also Subway in at the Walmart in Lincoln in his Al Long store. So drop by and say, hey, we appreciate Al sponsoring our subs at the remotes.
Yes, we do. And if you're out riding around today, or stop in here and register here to win, we got free rounds of golf at Crowder Mountain Golf Course. Southern Christmas Show tickets for all you ladies that are listening. Tickets to the Shady Side Dragway. $25 gift card to the Whiskey Mill and Bar and Grill in Bessemer City. Beautiful Balls t-shirts. And this is the last weekend for a Hunter Special. Come in and buy any new ATV purchase. You get a free gun rack. The Tourmaster jackets are up to 30% off. It's a great way to save, isn't it, Calvin?
That's right. And listen, I was over in Lincoln and at Eddie's Auto Parts. Champ came out with some T-shirts and some caps. He said, give them away at the next remote. So that would be this one here.
That would be us.
So, all right, now, this goes for only whoever pulls in. If you're on the lot, don't count.
Right.
Don't count. All right, next person that pulls in and say, I want an Eddie's Auto Parts T-shirt or cap, you get your choice of an Eddie's Auto Parts cap or T-shirt. So
now, do they have to go by and pick it up there? Or do we?
No, we got it right here.
Oh wow, that's
we got them right here.
Better,
That's right. That's right. All you got to do is say, hey, I was listening to the boss, and I just wanted a Eddie's Auto Parts cap or T-shirt.
Right.
So we got you one. So if you're out and about, come on by and we'll fix you right up.
Now that don't count for Steve if he jumps in his van to drive down here and get one, does it?
No. We'll give him a
Steve,
sub
knocked you out.
All right, we'll be here until 2 o'clock this afternoon.
Absolutely.
It's McKinney Salinas Power Sports. Online, it's mscycles.com. And Layaway for Christmas, the Layaway for Christmas sale is underway. Coming out and enjoy lunch on us from Subway in Belmont and register all the prizes and check out the great deals here. All right, Steve, back to you. We'll be back shortly.
How empty they can be. But when I hold you in my arms, that's a heaven to me. Who cares for fame and fortune? They're only passing things, but the touch of your lips on mine makes me feel like a king. Your kind of love is a treasure I hold. It's so much greater than silver or gold.
go away. But to know that you love me brings fame and fortune my way. But to know that you love me brings fame and fortune my way.
Professor John Hook here, and you're listening to The Boss, WOHS in Shelby, WLON in Lincolnton, your beach, oldies, and sports station.
And W268CU, Shelby. It's the Christmas layaway sale going on now at MS Power Sports in Gastonia. Hi, I'm Calvin Hastings, and I would invite you to join the boss as we broadcast live this Saturday, October 28th, during the Christmas layaway sale at MS Power Sports in Gastonia. We'll be there from 10 a.m. till 2 p.m. We'll have free Subway sandwiches from Subway in Belmont. Register to win some great prizes, including Southern Christmas Show tickets, free rounds of golf, a $25 gift card to the Scoreboard Shop in Gastonia, and a $25 gift card to the Homestead Restaurant in Lincoln. Also, Boss T-shirts and more. And check out the great deals on bikes, ATVs, and side-by-sides with name brands like Suzuki, Kawasaki, and Honda. And now through October 31st, get a free gun rack with the purchase of a new ATV. And Tourmaster jackets are 20% off. So plan now to be there this Saturday, October 28th, during the Christmas layaway sale at MS Power Sports, 4804 Wilkinson Boulevard, Gastonia. Online at mscycles.com.
Tired of the same old food and burger baskets? Well, you need to bring your family and friends to Harley's Diner and Ice Cream Shop on the Folsom Road in Shelby. At Harley's Diner, you'll find home-style food done right, daily specials, and at Harley's, their meat is fresh every day. You've got to try their tasty hand-packed sirloin burger. Wow! Also Harley's Diner, you'll find mouth-watering banana pudding cake, fresh milkshakes, and ice cream. Harley's Diner and Ice Cream Shop on the Folsom Road, Shelby, next to King's Automotive. Open Monday through Friday, 11 to 8. Closed Saturdays, Sunday, 11 to 3.
There is nowhere for Bell to go.
The NASCAR Camping World Truck Series playoffs.
Oh, man, he got slammed at the exit of turn number 2.
Race 4 and the final 6 will bang fenders in Martinsville.
And now Christopher Bell, he wants out of that deal. He gives a real shot in the back bumper to Austin Cindric.
The Texas Roadhouse 200, presented by Alpha Energy Solutions.
Cindric spins up off of turn number 2.
Saturday at 12:30 on the Motor Racing Network.
The Texas Roadhouse 200 NASCAR Camping World Series truck race from Martinsville, Virginia. Saturday, October 28th at 12:30 on Big O Country, 1590 AM WCSL, and online at KTCBroadcasting.com.
Brian Reese of North Lincoln High School is this month's McDonald's KTC Broadcasting What's Up Shopper Scholar Athlete of the Month. Brian is the son of John and Dawn Reese and is a junior at North Lincoln High School. Brian is the #1 runner for the North Lincoln cross country team and also runs indoor and outdoor track. Brian has an A grade point average of 4.3438, and his advanced courses include AP Government and Politics, AP History, and AP Calculus. Extracurricular activities include member of the Beta Club, Habitat for Humanity, and the Fellowship of Christian Athletes. Brian is a member of the Denver United Methodist Church and is involved in mission trips, the youth group, and Sunday school. He also helps with Vacation Bible School and the North Lincoln Track Clinic. After graduation, Brian would like a career as a physical therapist, go into business. The McDonald's KTC Broadcasting What's Up Shopper Scholar Athlete Award is to recognize a student athlete not only for accomplishments in athletics, but also overall achievements in the classroom and for overall school and community citizenship.
Buy from the originator, not the imitator. Before you buy your next set of tires, check around and compare, and you'll find the best prices at Oakey's Tire and Recap in Shelby. With name brands like Goodyear, Mastercraft, Michelin, Yokohama, Firestone, GT Radio, Dura, and more. Plus, Oakey's has used tires too, and road service is available, and they'll rotate and balance your tires for the lifetime of your tire. Oakey's Tire and Recapping, 800 West Warren Street in Shelby, Cleveland County's hometown dealer for over 39 years.
Press
Yes, you're not acting like a grown-up in our relationship.
Am too.
There's your comic book collection, the race car bed.
I'm young at heart, but I put money into my 401k every paycheck. I'm taking control over my financial life, and that feels pretty grown up to me.
Put away a few bucks, feel like $1 million. For free ideas and easy ways to save, go to feedthepig.org. That's feedthepig.org. Are those footy pajamas?
This message brought to you by the American Institute of Certified Public Accountants and the Ad Council.
I'm gonna raise a holler about working all summer just to try to earn $1. Every time I call my baby, try to get a date, my boss says, no die, son, you gotta work late. Sometimes I wonder what I'm gonna do, but there ain't no cure for the summertime blues. My mom and papa told me, son, you gotta make some money. If you wanna use the car to go a ride next Sunday. Oh, well, I didn't go to work, told the boss I was sick. Now you can't use a car cause you didn't work a leg. Sometimes I wonder what I'm gonna do, but there ain't no cure for the summertime blues. Take 2 weeks, gonna have a fine vacation. I'm gonna take my problem to the United Nations. Well, I called my congressman and he said, quote, I'd like to help you, son, but you're too young to vote. Sometimes I wonder what I'm gonna do, but there ain't no cure for the summertime blues.
The button pushing stops here. Plug the radio in.
I was just listening to you guys this afternoon, and I just thought I would call and tell you what an incredible radio station you are.
The Boss, your beach oldies and sports stations. WHS Shelby, WLON Lincoln, and W268CU 101.5 FM.
Loving
Sunny start out this morning, but things will turn cloudy as we head into the afternoon. A cold front approaching from the west will bring some rain to the area as well, mainly this evening, tonight, and through tomorrow morning, but it wouldn't rule out a sprinkle or stray shower during the afternoon hours today. It will be warmer, though, highs upper 60s to around 70. Rain likely tonight, wouldn't rule out a rumble of thunder. Look for a low around 50. Tomorrow, some showers in the morning, clearing breezy for the afternoon, highs in the upper 50s to around 60, with temps falling during the afternoon. I'm Nate Johnson.
Currently from the KTC Broadcasting Studios, it's 11:29, and the temperature is 57 degrees.
Doctor, what's wrong with my husband?
Let's take a look. CKDKDS Macron. Oh, yes, I've seen this before. Your husband has coyote fever.
Coyote fever?
Yes, he's obviously learned of the hot deals going on now at your local coyote tractor dealer.
Is this serious?
Very serious. Now's the best time to buy one of the best-selling tractors on the market. If you care at all about your husband, you'll drive him over to the coyote dealer now. Oh, and I'm writing you a prescription for great deals on all implements, too.
Your Coyote dealer is Weston Sales, Highway 1827 intersection in Vail.
The staff and management of the Captain's Cap Family Seafood Restaurant invites you to come in and help them celebrate their 35th year of doing business. That's right, the Captain's Cap has been serving you for 35 years, featuring great seafood since 1981, and now they're in 3 locations for you to visit. On Highway 16 north in Denver, at 670 Park Street in Belmont, and of course their original location at 3140 Linwood Road in Gastonia. Congratulations for 35 years, the Captain's Cap Family Seafood Restaurant, Gastonia, Belmont, and Denver.
The Creekside Clock Restaurant in Shelby announces their all new buffet bar. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, only $11.99 for all you care to eat. On Friday night, it's the seafood bar from 5 till 8. Saturday, it's the family night from 5 till 8. And Sunday, their big Sunday lunch bar from 11 to 2. The new all you care to eat buffet bar. Friday, Saturday, and Sundays at the Creekside Clock Restaurant. Kaiser Road off East Dixon Boulevard in Shelby, right next to the Lidl grocery store.
All right, very pleasant. Good morning. Glad to have you with us. Very cool, 51 degrees. Speaking of cool, let's go where some cool big old toys are at MS Power Sports. Good morning, Calvin, Mr. Perk. How y'all doing?
Oh, we're having a lovely morning here. It's a little bit nippy. Bob doesn't have to put his jacket on. Calvin pulled his long pants on, put his shorts on, so it's working it out. But we're having a big old time out here. A lot of people coming out, getting these hour-long subways from Belmont. Boy, we really appreciate it. They are some kind of tasty. Steve, you want me to bring you a couple back? Well, he must not be listening.
Yeah, I'm listening. Yeah.
Come on out here and register. Now you show up. I ain't bringing you nothing now. Register here to win free rounds of golf at Crowder Mountain Golf Course, Southern Christmas Show tickets to the Shady Side Dragway, $25 gift card, the Whiskey Mill Bar and Grill in Bessemer City, and those beautiful Boss T-shirts. Right, Bob?
Yeah, absolutely. And just a reminder, this is the last weekend for the Hunter Special. You get a free gun rack with the purchase of any new ATV. We got Tourmaster jackets up to 30% off. And check out the Halloween clearance table for some incredible savings on parts and accessories.
Absolutely. This is a Christmas layaways available now. Come on out and ask them about their details for it. They got starting at $7,999, a 2016 GSK 570 or 750, I think. Anyway, come on, they got all kind of savings going on out here today. People's test driving. Boy, they've got one man. He's going to take that thing home with him, I think, Calvin. He looked at it. He's on the phone now calling all of his friends and his wife asking permission to come back home. So come on out here today. They'll fix you up with a 4-wheeler or a 2-wheeler. They got parts. They've got everything you need down here today.
All right. So come and visit MS Power Sports, located on Wilkinson Boulevard in Gastonia.
You don't know how much I love you, but I love you like the sun. I like to put my arms around you. You can run away. Let's run away. Let's run away. If someone should take you from me, I would run, 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 run away. I'd run, 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 run away. Let's run, 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 run away. Summer's coming and it's getting warm now. Tell me spring is just around the corner. I'm sitting watching all the flowers. Birds are singing, getting louder and louder. Here I am, missing you. Here I go, I'm loving you. Run, 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 running. Here I go, I'm watching you. Run, 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 running. Here I go, I'm needing you. Run, 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 running. Here I go, I'm loving you. Run, 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 running. Run, 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 run away. You don't know how much I love you, but I love you like the sun. Yeah. I like to put my arms around you. We could run, 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 run away. Come on, baby, let's run, 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 run away. Come on, baby, let's run, 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 run. You don't know how much I want to run, 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 run. But you don't know how much I need to run, 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 run. You don't know how much I love to run, 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 run. You don't know how much I love to run, 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 run. Really like to come and see you run, 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 run. Really put my arms around you run, 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 run. One more time, just one more time, now run, 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 run away.
The music you wish you grew up with. Right here on The Boss, your beach oldies and sports stations.
We are having a party, dancing to the music played by the DJ on the radio. So listen, Mr. DJ, keep those
got a fool.